I had a bit of good news this morning.
Go on.
I was on the tube coming down, and I don't want to sound arrogant, I don't want to sound pushy, but I was at Green Park, and I'm fairly certain, Rick, it's not 100% corroborated, I'm fairly certain that a woman pinched my arse. So what do you think of that? Yes.
There's a lot of pickpockets around Green Park.
No. My wallet was still there.
Really?
But even if it wasn't, that would have been money well spent. But the wallet was still there. So what do you think of them apples? Eh?
So what did she just pinch off?
I can't confirm it at this stage, exactly what happened, but it certainly felt like a pinch. I looked round, there was a woman behind me.
Right.
She was fairly old. I think she's probably in her mid-30s.
Right.
Kind of reddish hair.
Right.
I don't know if she's listening.
Right.
But she knows where I am. And so I don't know how to proceed, really, Rick. I don't know if it's worth putting up some posters around the Green Park area.
Well, what you could
just to try and corroborate it. If you saw a woman pinch the lanky guy's arse,
you could probably get in contact with British Rail and go back over their CCTV
CCTV cameras, yeah.
And then they could probably zoom in and, so identifying sort of birthmarks, or she might have been holding some up.
Then I could hire a private eye. Yeah. Again, money well spent.
Well, so there you go.
I'm just saying maybe maybe things are looking up.
Things
it's getting
are
towards Christmas.
The worm has turned.
I mean, it's a little sexy story to get the show going.
It is
but
pretty
what do you make of that then, Carl?
What do you think of that,
you're
Carl?
quite damning. What's your answer?
Well, I mean, you're quite a tall fella.
Sure.
So she must have really wanted to sort of reach up and have a pinch.
Mm.
Do you know
you think
she was a dwarf?
She did it with her teeth.
He didn't say she was a dwarf.
No, but Steve's taller than, his arse.
Yeah, but his arse isn't 6'9", is it? His arse is about 3 foot off the floor.
4 foot?
What?
4 foot off the floor?
No, I don't think so. About 3. She'd have to be a midget to have to reach up to pinch Steve's arse.
How many cats do you say you've got through?
I'd say whilst I was living at home. I mean, it's still on the increase even though I'm not there. So whilst I was there, probably 5.
God.
Oh.
Yeah.
And were you upset each time, or you just got used to it?
It's one of them things, isn't it? Like I've said before, when you first see something, it's a bit of a shock. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Elephant Man or whatever.
Yeah.
First time you see him, it's that sort of, oh, look at that.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you saw Steve? No, I'm not being funny. Do you remember the first?
Yeah, but I've said this before. It's always, then you get used to how people look, and you don't. No.
I'm going to burst. You have to play a record.
No, but...
Because I just see Steve's...
Old woman, about 70 years old. She's normally fit and healthy and stuff. Nothing wrong with her. She's having a good life. And one day, she goes for a check to the doctors, just to check herself out, because she's getting on a bit.
Yeah.
He says, take your clothes off and that. So she does. And checks her out. Says, yeah, you're looking good. Turn round. He said, oh, God. He said, you got a tumour on your buttock. Right? So she goes, oh, what, can you do anything to sort it out? So they go, yeah, we could book you in for an operation. It's best if we remove this. Books are in for an operation. Operation day comes, strip her down and that. They're all stood round, the doctors. Start to operate. It only turns out it's a pork chop that she sat on 5 years earlier, and it had stuck to her buttock.
Right, Carl.
I can forward you.
I'm not, right.
Listen. Serious.
Right, okay, Carl. I'm telling you now. I'm leaving. I'm never doing this show again.
No, I'm serious. Honestly,
you're talking. I've never had such. What do you mean? You couldn't believe it?
No, when I read it, I said I've got to tell Ricky that.
This woman had a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years. You mental case. Of course she didn't.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit concerned about your toilet discussion. What exactly is your point again? I was just a bit bemused.
You see, it's a tricky one. All I'm saying is, right, there I was at the pub quiz. I go to the toilet, not thinking about anything. I try to go, right, there's a little gay fella next to me.
I love this little gay fella.
Now, the weird thing is, there's nothing stopping him having a little glance, right, because he's allowed in the fella's toilet.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not allowed to go into the woman's toilet and have a little look round.
Right.
So all I'm saying is, should they have another toilet area?
What, for gay people?
Yeah.
And so this would be gay men and lesbians? Is that going to complicate things?
Well, I mean, I can only assume. I mean, to what point? I'll ask you a question, right? If you're intimidated, that's a shame. But you know, most gay men aren't looking at your knob. You know that.
What do you mean?
I can only say that 99.9% of gay men who use a urinal standing next to what they assume is a heterosexual man aren't looking at his knob.
And what they're doing then?
They're emptying their bladder.
No, but the thing is,
I can't talk.
You're saying like, you know, about would you have one toilet for lesbian women and gay fellas, right?
What does that mean? Would it be mixed? Would it just be? Would it have a man on one? That's heterosexual man. One little picture of a woman, there, and then what? What would the little icon be?
A man and a woman.
A man and a woman.
Just having a chat.
Yeah. In pink and dot lines.
But you couldn't mix them, because then what would happen is you'd get people who are going, oh, I'll play up to this a bit.
What, pretend to be gay?
And yeah, you know, sort of grow a moustache and shave their head.
And pretend to be a lesbian.
Right. Yeah. So I see. So you know, people pretending to be gay so they could go in and have a look at the lesbians.
Yeah.
Right. So that would mean that we need 4 cubicles now, would we?
Yeah. No, this is fine. 4 cubicles.
So every pub now.
How many toilets do we need?
Every pub's now got 4 toilets.
Oh, Carl, bisexuals.
Yeah. Now, interesting.
Bisexuals. How many toilets do we need now? Call the council.
Do you use any?
Huh?
No.
No, because they're interested in everything, aren't they?
Because the little bisexual fella will be looking at your knob.
Right. With them, what you do, you just have a door, you open it, and there's one urinal there, so you can't get a queue. They have to sort of wait.
I just thought that, well, why can't there just be a thing between the urinals so no one can look at anyone else's knob?
Wait a minute. Just to go back to Ricky's point, what stops, even if we've got the toilet for gay men, what stops the gay men who want to have a look at your willy going in the regular toilet and pretending that they're straight?
Most men don't wear gay across their head.
Exactly.
They don't have a tattoo. There's no branding yet in the British house where they have to declare.
So we're going to have to expand this. So we've all got to carry identity.
Do you know you can see a gay, can you? Coming a mile off. No?
No, I'll just hold it in next time.
No. Can you tell gay men? Do you know a gay man?
I'd say probably if you did if you lined some people up and said point them out, I reckon I'd get.
But hold on, we're not talking about people dressed in leather with the arse cut out and an handlebar moustache.
Yeah,
we're talking about the everyday, non-seen.
Of course.
Yeah, but I mean, suppose I put you in a room and there was 10 naked men, right?
Yeah.
And there's 5 gay men and 5 hetero. Could you walk along that line looking at those gay...
am I naked?
No, you don't have to be naked. Why would you have to be naked?
To catch them out. They did tests on the brain, and it worked out that they've got something smaller in the brain. The gay ones have got something in the brain that makes it smaller. And they said, right, well, that's probably how it's going to work on males. On like males and females and like humans.
So you took from this that gays have smaller brains than straight people?
No, there's something in the brain.
Right,
so if someone's saying, you know, oh, I'm a gay, or they're not sure or whatever, they will now be able to find out.
So you can go to the doctor and to find out if you're straight or gay.
Is there any gay in my brain? Let's have a look. Do. You've got a little bit of a gay in you, yes. A little bit of gay in there. Yes, you've got the, you've got a little bent cell there.
Well, that's why they did it, anyway.
I don't understand how they could differentiate which was straight and which were gay to begin with, before they then gave it to the scientist. Wasn't that what the scientists figured out? Well, how could they tell?
There's one theory that it's genetically determined. There is one. There is a theory that's genetically determined, but I don't think it's as easy as pulling a sheep's brain apart and finding a little pink sort of like blob in there and going, right, we've taken the guy out and now he's going to go and shag some ewes. I don't think it's that straightforward. Although homosexuality does occur at a similar sort of rate in animals, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you knew that, didn't you?
So that's that one. I mean,
I just like the idea of the farmer figuring out which is straight and gay. Well, that one's wearing quite a camp-looking neckerchief. So I'm thinking maybe he's gay.
Is that, yeah. I love the fact they can,
that one's a big fan of Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Yeah. They put on ABBA and see which ones dance.
Exactly.
That's how they...
Which one, Put on like Barbara Streisand and see which ones sing along.
It is rubbish. What did I find out?
Did you just say that is rubbish?
No, I found out other stuff in the week that didn't make the top 3.
Wow. We haven't even had to...
This must be mediocre stuff. This must be really bad.
Or it might be dubious. Go on.
We've got to think proactively now. We've got to sort this out.
See, there's always other things going on in my mind when I'm in that pub quiz. For me, it's just a little bit of fun.
Sure.
It's a night out. You know what I mean? Suzanne enjoys it.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a get-together. We have a chat beforehand.
Yeah.
We have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But there was other things on my mind.
Well, Carl, I can do that here. I don't have to lose a tenner.
Wait, what were you thinking during the quiz then, when the questions were coming out? What were you thinking of?
Well, what it was, right, just before the quiz started, I had to go to the toilet, right? Because the rule is, right, people who don't go to it, once it starts, phones off, no more toilet. They take it dead serious, don't they, right?
Yeah.
So, I went to the toilet. Now, I'm not being out of order here, it just got me thinking, right? I went to the toilet. The gay fella in there, right?
There was a gay fella in there.
Gay fella in the toilet. Now,
how could you tell?
How did you know?
Just typical, everything about it, right?
Everything about it, right, yeah. Oh. What, large handlebar moustache, leather cap.
Butt plugs, amyl nitrate. Could I just say that these views do not reflect the views of the management of XFM or me and Steve.
Or most of the people in this country.
Go on, Carl. What's your problem?
Yeah, but this is what I'm worried about, really. But this is why I only got Danny Minogue right. Right? Because this was floating around my mind. Went to the toilet.
Big gay icon,
now,
isn't she?
Go into the toilet. They have like men's cubicle and they have women's cubicle.
Yeah.
Now, without sounding out of order, is it wrong for me to think gay men should have their own little cubicle?
Go in.
They should have their own... Well, not cubicle, you mean an actual toilet, I suppose.
When I was at the urinal, normally, there's a fella there and then you go, all right. And there's no pressure. But I couldn't go. I was thinking, should I wait? If I go into the toilet, it'll look obvious.
Yeah.
I had loads of pressure and
but
this was going on.
What were you worried about?
I'm so sorry.
What were you concerned about?
Viewers? I'm so sorry.
Well, it's like, right, listen, when I was a kid, right, and it's all right for you to go into women's toilets when you're a kid, it's like, oh, it's a bit cute, right, as long as you're not, like, over 15 or something, right?
Right.
But when I was a kid, I went into a toilet, and women, when they use their little cubicles, they don't shut the door. Some of them just sit down on the toilet, right, and you see everything. And, no, seriously, that's probably one of the first times I saw, like, a woman.
Yeah.
That, right, and my Auntie Nora when she was staying over.
What happened with your Auntie Nora?
She was, she's into wearing caftans.
Into wearing what?
Caftans.
Oh, yeah.
What are caftans?
Big, bellowy sort of dresses.
Right.
And, I used to sit on the floor at home in front of the telly.
Sure.
She was on the chair behind.
Yeah.
She did a bit of a sort of a Sharon Stone scene.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
There was no underwear?
No.
What age were you?
What was it like?
What age were
It
you?
was like a ripped tennis ball.
What? Right, we're off air. We're off air. Either that or put us in for the Stoners. Iced tea. That's how I'm living. Bit of old school hip hop.
Where's our tea? All right.
Good point, yeah.
Go make me a cup of coffee or something.
Well, before you do that, can I just qualify something? I'm a little bit concerned about your toilet discussion. Well, what exactly is your point again? I was just a bit bemused.
You see, it's a tricky one. All I'm saying is, right, there I was at the pub quiz. I go to the toilet, not thinking about anything. I try to go, right, there's a little gay fella next to me.
I love this little gay fella.
Now, the weird thing is, there's nothing stopping him having a little glance, right, because he's allowed in the fella's toilet.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not allowed to go into the woman's toilet and have a little look round.
Right.
So all I'm saying is, should they have another toilet area?
What, for gay people?
Yeah.
And so this would be gay men and lesbians? Is that going to complicate things?
Well, I can only assume. I mean, to what point? I'll ask you a question, right? If you're intimidated, that that's a shame. But, you know, most gay men aren't looking at your knob. You know that?
What do you mean?
I can only say that 99.9% of gay men who use a urinal standing next to what they assume is a heterosexual man aren't looking at his knob.
What are they doing then?
They're emptying their bladder.
No, but the thing is,
I can't talk.
You're saying like, you know, about would you have one toilet for lesbian women and gay fellas, right?
What does that mean? Would it be mixed? Would it just be? Would it have a man on one? That's heterosexual man. One little picture of a woman, other, and then what? What would the little icon be?
A man and a woman.
A man and a woman.
Just having a chat.
Yeah. In pink and dot lines.
But you couldn't mix them, because then what would happen is you'd get people who are going, oh, I'll play up to this a bit.
Or pretend to be gay.
And yeah, you know, sort of grow a moustache and shave their head.
And pretend to be a lesbian.
Right. Yeah. So, well, I see, so you know people pretending to be gay so they could go in and have a look at the lesbians.
Yeah.
Right. So that would mean that we need 4 cubicles now, wouldn't we?
Yeah, no, this is fine. 4 cubicles.
So every pub
How
now...
many toilets do we need at
Every
the
pub's
moment?
now got 4 toilets.
Oh, Carl, bisexuals.
Yeah. Now, interesting.
Bisexuals. How many toilets do we need now? Call the council.
Do you use any?
Huh?
No.
No, because they're interested in everything, aren't they?
Because the little bisexual fella will be looking at your knob.
Right, with them, what you do, you just have a door, you open it, and there's one urinal there, so you can't get a queue. They have to sort of wait.
I've just thought that, well, why can't there just be a thing between the urinals, so no one can look at anyone else's knob?
Wait a minute. Just to go back to Ricky's point, what stops, even if we've got the toilet for gay men, what stops the gay men who want to have a look at your willy going in the regular toilet and pretending that they're straight?
Most men don't wear gay across their head.
Exactly.
They don't have a tattoo. There's no branding yet in the British House where they have to declare.
So we're going to have to expand this. So we've all got to carry identity.
Do you know you can see a gay, can you? Coming a mile off. No?
No, I'll just hold it in next time.
No. Can you tell gay men? Do you know a gay man?
I'd say, probably, if you did if you lined some people up and said, point them out, I reckon I'd get...
But hold on, we're not talking about people dressed in leather with the arse cut out and an handlebar moustache.
Yeah.
We're talking about, the everyday, non-seen...
of course.
Yeah, but I mean, suppose I put you in a room and there was 10 naked men, right?
Yeah.
And there's 5 gay men and 5 hetero. Could you walk along that line looking at those gay...
Am I naked?
No, you don't have to be naked. Why would you have to be naked?
To catch them out.
Play a record!
How would you catch them out?
No, don't go into it. Don't go into it. Play a record. I'm miserable now. Would you share a toilet with Morrissey? From Manchester, you'd have a lot to talk about, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
We've had an email, Rick, from Jim, and he's just simply said, what about a separate cubicle for bold Mancunians? Also, can I send a big shout out to my grandparents, who I believe might be listening on their new digital radio? They're pretty high tech. Very West Country.
Yeah. Are they the merchants of Bristol?
Merchants, yeah. Props to them.
Props to them, yeah.
It's a slightly truncated show, isn't it, today, Carl? We've got nothing news I would trust.
I don't like change, and that's what's happened. I'm not.
You don't, do you? You're like Rain Man.
Yeah.
He really is like Rain Man. Anything change, he's got to get in a little routine. You can't.
I don't like to. I'm not like Suzanne's mum and dad and what have you, where routine cannot change no matter what.
Like what?
Well, we've talked about it where if it's a Tuesday, I'm having sausage, egg, and chips no matter where I am. That's what they're like.
Right.
That's what they'll remember, actually. When I'm saying about stuff about Live 8 and all that, people will remember. If people said to a dad, you remember Live 8? Okay, what day was it on? Tuesday. Well, I had sausage and chips. Nothing changes. But the thing is, today, normally we have a bit of a, I know what we're doing where and all that, and it's all sort of messed up.
We don't usually know what we're doing where. We say, what should we do next?
But I know, like, Rockbusters has been done early.
Right.
So that's normally done at about...
That's really throwing you. I say,
I just don't... I don't like all this change and that. It's messing about, isn't it?
Rain Man.
So what do you want now?
Well, what about Song with the Story?
See, with the... Right, well, last week...
Look at him, he's in a genuinely foul mood.
No, he's actually rocking.
Yeah.
He's actually rocking like Rain Man as well.
Last week we did, like you say, Eric Clapton. This is a section where we play a song with a story. I think every song, if it's a good song, it's got a story. You've got to listen to it, sort of, you know, from the start. You get in the middle, you're going, oh, how's it going to end and all that. Yeah. You wait another minute, you know the ending, you're happy.
But the thing is, as Steve said, you know, sometimes you're disappointed with it, so it's just not a good story. And as Steve said, I'm not sure you're finding what you need in a song for a story. Why don't you read a book, a novel? If you want a really good story that engrosses you, why don't you read a book? You're not going to get it from a pop song.
I haven't got time for a book. Song's 3.5 minutes.
And that's it, is it? And that satisfied you?
Well, yeah, it gets you thinking for a few minutes, then you move on.
Then you stop thinking.
2 minutes 50, this one, right? And it's brilliant.
Go on, Ed.
It's about, last week we talked about the little crippled fella, right? This one...
as I say, I don't think we say cripple anymore, but go on.
Alright, this one, someone emailed in saying, if you want a song about that, this is a song you ought to listen to, right?
Right.
It's about this fella who, basically something happened. I think he's in a wheelchair, right, for some reason.
You thought that last time.
His wife, you know, likes going out. She doesn't take him with her when she goes out.
Right.
Is it Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town?
Yeah.
Brilliant song.
Well, just play it then.
Yeah, great song.
Alright.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just, it's a good story. It starts off well and that. You're feeling sorry for him, but then he says, where's my gun?
Yeah. Because she's a slut.
Why?
Because she's going off.
Yeah, but what does he expect her to do?
What? Just because he paralysed his legs fighting for his country, presumably in the Vietnam War, says that crazy Asian war. So he's gone, he's fought for his country, he's taken a bullet, he's come home, he can't walk, he should be a hero, and then his wife's going out putting it about downtown.
Why do I never meet women like Ruby?
XFM.
Forever Lost, the magic numbers on XFM 104.9. Well, the concert's kicked off, Steve.
Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed that we're still here, really. Let's try and wrap this up quite quickly and then shoot
No
off.
one's listening anyway.
Nah, we could talk about anything.
Well, we do.
Yeah, true.
It makes no difference to
We
us,
could do a
does
lot more swearing than we normally do. We could do even more.
Oh, right.
And I wasn't going to, you wouldn't appreciate it, that's just sparkling wine.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, he doesn't know the difference.
I'm seeing Carl on Christmas Day, because he's around Christmas Day in London, so I'll get a little gift then, Carl.
Alright.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? It'd be a nice little...
Okay, answers. We must give the answers.
You would have to go to bed at 6, though, so we can play.
Right, here's the last clues of the year. You had, there's a load of letters there asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk.
Go on,
that was
no idea.
F. That was for foreigner. For Rayner.
I don't know what you mean.
Claire Rayner. She took advice. She gave people advice. So that's a foreigner.
That is shit.
Right.
I'm sorry. That might be Christmas. That is absolute
A
garbage.
lot of people got the right answer.
I know. Well, that annoys me even more.
Number
The
2.
second one, ask your man.
Foreigner.
Yeah.
Foreigner.
Second one, ask your mam if you should. That was S. That was Shalimar. Shalimar. Right?
No, bizarrely, what was the clue there?
Ask your mam if you should.
No, we got a lot of people saying Smashing Pumpkins as the answers to that. But I don't know who's saying that today, Mum. Smashing Pumpkins. Merry Christmas, Mum. Smashing
Thanks
Pumpkins.
very much. Nice bollocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Right.
Smashing Pumpkins. Your dad bought them for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
And the last one,
Lovely plums. What, my Victorias?
Oh, God.
right, we've got to wrap it up. We've got to wrap it up.
Come on, then.
A couple of people were arguing in the supermarket at the fruit and veg counter. That was B. That was banana drama. They were like having an argument.
What do you mean banana drama? What, no, wait. What group is banana drama? What group is banana drama?
So,
You're a fool. You're a twat.
Well, you say that, but you accuse Carl of that. You're also accusing lots of the listeners, including the winner, Nicola Rogers, of London, and she wins those great prizes, and she got them bang on, so...
Banana drama.
so can we finish there now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you mean? What do you mean? Can we finish there now?
Just play the ads and go.
What?
No, what are you talking about? We're going to play Johnny Nicholas in River all
Play
day.
that then.
Goodness me, Carl, look at you.
We haven't got time.
Merry Christmas, Carl.
Merry Christmas, Carl.
Enjoy the show.
Let's give him a little kiss.
Oh, a little kiss.
Oh, no,
with tongues, it's Christmas.
No, don't. Stop messing about. Get up!
The featured film's not bad, I have to say, actually. You've excelled yourself there. Again, it's just one of those things where I think, what kind of XFM listener would want this particular goodie bag? I know before Christmas, Carl, you explained that the reason we were giving away...
He's disgusted, because he just said, I do a lot of work to get these prizes. And I went, no, you didn't. I saw you. He went over to a drawer and went, I'll give that one, and that one. That's what work you put in. You nicked some... There's about 12 Jerry Halliwell videos, one of which we're giving away. It's
sort of like... you've given it away?
Oh, no.
Yeah, if you'd like Jerry Halliwell's Body Yoga DVD, then, you know, that's one of the treats you can win. But it does, like, if you notice, if you remember before Christmas, he said that he was giving away a kind of bumper pack of gifts that you might want to wrap up and give to various people.
Uncle,
one for Uncle, one for Auntie. But obviously Christmas has passed, so I don't know really what your excuse is this time.
You eat a lot over Christmas, don't you? Get a bit fat.
Fair point.
Yeah.
So, Jerry Body Yoga is one of them. The recent, on DVD, the recent series of Wiedersehen Pet. Yeah, could you give me that reaction again?
Well,
Rick?
no, just
give me that reaction again.
Oh,
yeah, brilliant. And actually, I have to say, this isn't bad at all. This is the very best of the Stone Roses CD.
Well, you can't knock that. You can't knock that.
I'll tell you what, we should play Elephant Stone at some point.
Yeah, we'll have that. Go on.
Madness. I think this is actually tunes from them and not from the musical, although it is tied into the musical.
He went to see that musical.
Really?
Yeah, on New Year's, you know what it's like on New Year's Day, there's nothing to do.
Sure.
So you go and see some people doing Madness songs?
No, I took Suzanne out for a walk, right?
Yeah.
Went round Covent Garden.
Right.
Past the place where it was on.
The stage door was open, you snuck in.
Well, I said Madness are alright. And because when you think about it, Madness songs are quite sort of musical anyway, aren't they? So you can't...
They're quite musical.
Do you know what I mean? They sort
he
of...
means they're like a musical,
like a musical.
Knees Up Mother Brown.
I thought it was alright, enjoyed it.
Blur the musical would be good, wouldn't it?
Blur the musical would be excellent.
Yeah, little Cockney
So what, you bought tickets there and then and just went in? No. They're not selling, are they?
It was fairly quiet, because we only paid the lower price and we got upgraded for free.
Nice.
So
you enjoyed it, did you?
I'd loved it.
And would anyone like to come on stage with us?
Yeah.
The little bald fella. Yeah, go on, I'll give it a go.
And what home are you from?
Where are you? What are you doing tomorrow? Well, I'm going. No, you're coming here tomorrow. Come here tomorrow.
Is he not doing well? That's a disappointment.
I don't know. I mean, it was New Year's Day, so maybe that's why it was quiet.
Okay. Well, if anyone hasn't seen this or didn't receive it for Christmas,
Bono said, all is quiet on New Year's Day, Carl.
Yeah.
Also, we've got to give away Minority Report by
I like that.
Steven Spielberg with Tom Cruise, which is on VHS.
It's a good rip-roaring sort of film.
It's not bad. That's probably the best thing we're giving away, but as I say, we can always leave some out if you don't want...
I'm arresting you for the future murder of Sarah Marks.
Yeah. Brilliant. That's the sort of excitement and drama you'll be getting in it.
It's not brand new.
Taster there.
I got that of Paul Anderson. He said here's something to watch over Christmas.
So you've actually watched this already?
Yeah.
All right.
I've rewound it.
That's probably added to it, though, isn't it? It's touched by the great man himself, Karl Pilkington.
And it's all right, I'd say. It's worth a watch.
Can I just ask Carl how he got on over Christmas? Because the last time I spoke to him, you hadn't bought a present for your girlfriend. Yeah. I have to say, I was on tenterhooks all Christmas.
Well, you changed it. After that show, I felt bad, even though I shouldn't have done, because...
Because you hadn't bought your girlfriend a Christmas present?
Yeah, but I said to you, I booked a table at a hotel in Covent Garden, had Christmas dinner there, which was nice, right? It's good food and everything.
Didn't feel like enough to me.
Well, then I went out and treated some stuff, and then...
No. A couple of days before Christmas, he went... I took Suzanne to that hotel we're going to go to for Christmas dinner. We had tea and cakes. And I went, oh, you treated her? He went, no, she paid for it, but I was just showing her what it was going to be like. That was her extra treat. She paid for it. I love that.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, it was like 150 quid for a meal for two, which is pretty dear. So I'm not going to buy her cakes as well.
I love that! All right, love, have anything you want. You pay for your own pudding, I'm not mental.
Yeah. So you treated her to some other stuff?
Yeah, some bits and bobs.
What, so she chose them and you paid for them?
What, the presents?
Yeah.
No, you chose them and she paid for them, but, you know, it's the thought that counts.
I got them on the way home that Saturday.
Well done.
And what did you buy?
Shops. Well, just some bits.
It might be personal, Steve.
Well, I don't care.
Just some bits.
Yeah, but
bits and pieces.
Leave out the personal bits. What bits?
Just little things. And then yesterday, right?
A monkey wrench and a new washer for the shower.
Yeah. Some recordable CDs that you need for your job.
Oh, dear.
Now, when you gave those presents to her, did her face light up?
Right. I don't want to tell you what they were, right? But she wasn't that impressed.
You're going to tell us what they are now,
tell us what they are.
You even know what they are. She told you on Christmas Day.
Hold on, wait a minute.
But it doesn't matter what they are.
It does matter what they are.
It doesn't. It doesn't
does, Carl. It's you, mate. Of course it
doesn't matter.
Oh, God!
Have you just remembered?
Yeah!
Right, but there's no need.
I've got to tell him, Carl. I really want your permission, because I don't want to be I know it's not, but we know it's not that embarrassing. It's really quite sweet.
Yeah, but in a way, right, the way I look at it is, right, Christmas, even when I was a little kid, right, is not...
Please let me tell him, Carl.
Well, let me just tell you first, though. Let me tell you why I didn't go all out on the old present front.
All right. Justify yourself.
Right? First of all, I've covered it up since then anyway, right, with that present, because I bought her some shoes yesterday, and she did say, I'll give you the money for them, but when I get home, I said, it's all right. I said, you can have them, right? So not only did I buy her some food on Christmas Day, I got her shoes. She's probably had a
And they feel like a horse.
Yeah.
It's not like, there you go, there's your shoes, there's your food, right, bed down, see you later.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is she's done...
fed and clothed.
Yeah, did you comb her hair?
She's done well this year, right? So... The thing
She's done well this year. It's like you're a single parent living on a council estate with a smack problem, and you still managed to buy them some Lego.
When I was a kid, right, it wasn't about what you got. I remember one year when I was about 8, right?
It's going to make me cry, isn't it, this?
No, it's not. I'm just saying the way it is, right? I woke up at about 4 in the morning. And I was like, what I forgot? And I couldn't sleep. I was that on edge. It's the excitement of Christmas, isn't it? It's like, what's wrapped up? I need to know.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's the fact that people are saying, no, you won't know until tomorrow.
Yes. Sure.
That annoys you and winds you up.
Okay.
So I got up at 4 in the morning, opened my presents, and then went, right, I know now, went back to bed, had a great sleep.
Yes.
Right? So it's nothing to do with the excitement of what you get. It's the excitement of not knowing what you've got.
And then what happened when you got up to go down with the presents?
Hang on, so what you're saying to me is that you could wrap up a brick because the thrill of Christmas is in hoping and being excited about what it is, not the actual gift itself.
Yeah.
Is that what you did? Did you get a brick?
No, let me tell you now what he got. He got her a present, right? And she said, she came, I said, yeah, he got me. It was an industrial-sized packet of condoms.
It was a joke gift.
No, it wasn't
a joke.
It wasn't even a joke.
I went home that Saturday after the year, past Boots, thought, might have something in here. They were on, like, some value.
Right, you passed the
Were
makeup.
they used?
Right, but anyway.
The makeup, you passed all the other...
Past the makeup,
stuff.
past the lovely vanity cases.
Yeah.
The foot spas.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. How much are these, love, for 100?
Yeah.
$4.99. Yeah.
Do I get them reduced if I buy in bulk?
So how many did you buy? What was it?
I don't know, probably about 100.
Right, okay.
And is she allowed to use those with anyone?
Did you wrap them?
Can she just go out and have a wild
Well, you don't need to wrap. They're already wrapped, aren't they? Oh. And then what did she say when she opened them? No, wait. Carl, what did she say?
Right, play a record and we'll come back to this. Oh, you're worse than my father. That's genius. Made famous, of course, by Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
That's All Along the Watchtower, as originally done by Mr. Bob Dylan.
On XFM 104.9.
So, Carl, just take us through the moment where you gave this gift. Firstly,
so you went into Boots, right? You thought, all right, 100 condoms, brilliant. Okay, did you wrap it up?
I don't know if it was 100, probably 80.
Right, okay, yeah.
Right.
You don't want to go mad, do you?
Wrap them up.
I'm just resting easy knowing that he's not trying to breed.
Right? No.
Yeah.
So, I got her them. I got her Grease on DVD, because she's always watching that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So just think of when her mum said, what did Carl get you? Some condoms and grease.
I was going to say, I'm glad he said on DVD.
She was surprised anyway, right? Because
yeah, I bet she was.
no, when she got
she was thinking like jewellery.
no, right?
That showed her. That surprised you, hasn't it? All right.
So hang on, wait a minute.
You thought it was a holiday, didn't you? Yeah, look at your face.
You don't know me at all. So hang on. So did you give these on Christmas Day?
Right. What happened is,
Have you ever read the?
Carl, over to you. This is the time where we play, well, the world famous quiz, isn't it?
Rockbusters, isn't it?
Yeah, which is Blockbusters, but with music. See you later.
Cryptic clues and that. Do you want to say?
Not really cryptic, but go on.
We've got a number of DVDs to give away, including some teachers' DVDs. We've got a bunch of CDs here, and also Ricky Gervais's live stand-up DVD, Animals, which is not good at all. I really would not encourage people to buy that. It is weak observations, poorly performed. I would recommend The Office Series 2 on DVD.
Rubbish in that. I'm awful in that. You can actually see me forgetting some of my lines.
That's true.
Go on.
Right then, so cryptic clues, just an example, might be new. I reckon people will be staying in today because it's raining and that, so might not have heard it before. So, like...
or they have and they're not listening.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Good. You gave up on that, did you?
Well, give us an example of the sort of thing.
Jesus.
All right, maybe don't.
Listen, I'm a broadcaster.
Words are my tool.
Go on.
All right, forget that.
Come on, Baldy.
Right, three clues then. Here's the first one. It's a band or an artist.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Good point. Good question.
Right.
If it had been why you're going to the northwest, that's a different matter. Go on.
Going to the northeast. What are you going there for? Right.
Yeah.
S is the initial, so it's a band or an artist who starts with.
You and your father have probably come across this sort of dilemma in the past, and I'd be interested to know what your take is on it. Let me see, this is from Lee Matthews by the look of it. He says, he lives in a suburban area where the local teenagers also live on the same road, and they're running riot. They're smashing wing mirrors off the cars, they're crashing into parked cars on their skateboards, and they're just generally making mayhem, night and day. What can he do to stop this going on? The parents of the kids don't seem to give a damn. Anyone who complains to them, they just say, "Oh, piss off." The police are useless because they never catch him in the actual act of violence, which is what they got to do to apparently convict them. So they don't know who to turn to, really. It's rather like when a little old lady went and got the A-team,
and he was dressed as an elderly Chinaman.
Exactly.
She knew who he was. Colonel Decker didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
You see, it's weird because now it has got out of hand.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like years ago when I was growing up on the estate, you had problems, but not like you have now. Do you know what I mean?
Summers were nice as well, weren't they?
Well, right. And
police are getting shorter and younger.
But you yourself kind of admitted in the past that you were something of a tearaway. You didn't do anything like these kids here.
The thing is, I was scared that if I got caught doing it, my dad would go mad.
Yes.
And I remember smashing a car window by accident and legging it in the lounge and sort of pretending to go asleep on the settee. Right?
Genius.
And I heard a knock at the door.
He chloroformed himself just to be unconscious when his dad came home. And
there was a knock on the door, and I thought, oh God, this is a fella who saw me. I was chucking a stone in the air, seeing how high I could throw it.
Of course you were. Did it keep landing on your head? That would explain a lot.
And it came down.
Chucking a stone in the air, love it.
To see how far I could throw
brilliant.
It. So, I wasn't bothering anyone.
Did you invent that game?
Right,
Did you get a stone for your birthday? Go and play with your stone.
He gave one to Suzanne.
Carl, go and play with your stone.
The thing is, right, and it came down at a funny angle. And
of course it did.
It ate the back of this car, and the back window is the most expensive because it has that heating thing in it.
Yeah.
In case you got a frosty window.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh God. So I legged it in, got on the settee, went to sleep, knocked at the door.
Genius. It's a brilliant plan. It's a brilliant plan. I couldn't be guilty. I'm asleep.
So
I love the idea.
So the thing is, our lounge used to sort of, you could see in from the door, right? So this family who saw me do it, saw me asleep on the settee, and my mum said, go and get the door. And I sort of went, what? As if I'd been asleep.
Yeah.
I went to the door, like, rubbing my eyes, and the fella said, what did you run off for? I saw you. I was like, oh no. And I didn't see my dad. I went out. It was when he was working sort of evenings. So I went out so I didn't have to see my dad. And then the next day I came home from school, and my dad said, 45 quid.
Ooh.
That's all he said.
All
he looked at me.
And then you fell asleep when he went, wake up. You know what I said? No, 45 quid.
Now the thing
Carl.
He didn't have to do anything.
£45, Carl. Now I know you were saving up for a brick, but you can't have it.
Yeah. Just
equally, if you're doing a bigger crime, a bank job or a murder.
Remember to take the stocking off your head, because if they wake you up and go, why have you got a stocking on your head? Just go, oh, I had a weird dream.
Right.
Some people emailed in the songs with stories in it. One of them was Babushka, and he went, what's that? And I went, asked Katie Bush, what is it? I said, it's about a woman who dresses up as another woman and seduces her husband. He went, they wouldn't work. Just dismissed it like that. Why do you think it would work?
Because you'd know. I mean, say like right, Suzanne, right, who I go out with, right? She can see me from, say, if I'm coming down the high street.
Yeah.
She knows it's me by the way I walk.
Right.
So, just the fact that this woman went and put a wig on, there is no...
You haven't even heard the song!
I know, but you're saying that she put a disguise on and he's like, oh, I fancy her, and he takes her out, and he doesn't know it's his missus.
You're not buying it.
I mean, I'm controlling this.
Whereas the flea with your brain going to Glasgow, perfect sense. Yeah, babushka, rubbish.
Carl, can we have the tomato story after the next tune?
Yeah.
Bit of Coldplay?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
And you wrap bacon around your head. That's all the bloke knew as well.
Yeah.
And his name was Gary.
Yeah.
So I'm not having it.
No.
And he said, see, that's why the Robin thing isn't so weird. He said, but when you said he tried it with cheese, he said I was having none of it. He's got standards. Strokes, hard to explain. Like Carl, really?
Yes. Yes.
So, Carl, concentrate.
Yeah, go on.
So, we'll leave the worm with the bacon wrapped round the head, shall we?
Well, if you're ever caught in the jungle...
Yeah, always carry some...
Bit of Danish.
Good advice. Lovely.
Eminem, Sing for the Moment, on XFM, 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant, with 5 little hamburgers.
Got 5 burgers here, yep. And, so I don't know, how should we begin, Carl? Do you want to just look at the size of these burgers?
Look, they can see it on webcam, can't they? They can see us stuffing these burgers into your mouth.
Hmm.
And I'm filming this, Steve. Look,
Brilliant.
Look, I've got a camcorder. Yeah. We'll put this on unseen footage on a DVD or something.
Or maybe on the website.
On the Oh, Carl, what if you break the record?
Okay, Carl, I'm coming round now to just monitor this and adjudicate.
What's the web? If you want to see this on the webcam, what is it?
xfm.co.uk.
Right, okay. Hold on. Can I, Steve,
I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny, right? But I think I have got like a bit of a wheat thing.
You've got a bit of a what?
A wheat allergy thing.
Oh, don't give me that.
No, seriously, my head's... I've been eating a lot of shredded wheat recently. And my head's got a bit bigger.
Carl, I don't think you can let us down now, mate. So you just got to put that first.
No, I can't put that like that in my mouth on its with. I've got to break it up. I've got to break it up.
Can't break it up.
Can't break it up.
It doesn't say you can't on the rule thing.
It does.
It doesn't. I can't look. I physically can't.
Try it.
I can't look. I'd have to be Jay Goody to be able to do that. Seriously, look. Oh.
Try it. Yeah, I know, but you're not approaching it right. That's it.
Come on, go on.
That's all. Keep
Oh,
going.
God, he's not going to do one.
Keep going. That's good work. Keep going.
How does I get three in? Keep pushing.
Ease it in.
pushing.
Ease it
Keep
in.
pushing. Get one in at least.
Ease it
Get
in.
one in at least. Get one in.
Ease it in.
Get one in. Push it.
That's one. Let's go for another one.
I reckon you've got to rip it up a bit.
Okay, do that then. See how many you can get in. You've got to get in 2.
No, just one.
No.
Well, it's three,
rip it up and pack it in. What do you do? Pack your cheeks first.
Honestly, Steve, my head is swelling a bit because I have got a wheat thing, a wheat allergy.
That'd be good, there'd be more room. Right, okay, look. Carl is now just sticking it in his cheek.
Right. Yeah.
Don't eat any.
You can't swallow any. It's like a hamster. You've got to work it like a hamster.
Yeah, stick it in. Come on.
He looks like Marlon Brando in The Godfather.
Come on. Don't lose any yet. Right.
Pack it in, then use your fingers to pack it in.
Come on.
Wedge it in. Like you're grating the bath.
I can't do this either.
Keep going. Keep going, don't give up so early. This is part of the problem. You just give up, Carl, too quickly.
You failed again. It's like your history O level. Come on, Carl. Come on. Do something well. Succeed at something. Push it in. You've got nearly a half a burger there. Oh, I'll come round there. You're chewing. Don't chew.
I've got a bit of food.
I don't know what he said, but... Is that
what? Is that a whole one? No, it's not. I can see bits left.
Come on, Carl. Come on, keep working at it. Keep working at it. But there's so much space in your mouth, I can see it.
He's going red. Okay, we'll do another one. We'll do another one.
That one then.
We're doing a... Oh, are you alright?
Are you going to be sick?
Are you alright?
Alright.
Oh, God, should we play a record? He's making my eyes water now.
Oh. I'll find a different one for you.
Find a different one for
What about most grapes eaten in 3 minutes?
I'll go. Do you want to do that? Grapes are easy, aren't they?
That's easy. Great.
Come on, grapes are easy.
Come on, don't make him laugh, Rick. He's choking. He's choking. Oh, Carl.
Quick!
Keep going, Carl.
Come on! Come on!
What happened? Did he just throw up?
No! Don't make him laugh!
Oh,
Come on!
we can make wine. Come on, Carl. You're doing so well,
Carl.
mate.
I want to go. Come on. Only.
Why are you making him laugh? That was a world record attempt.
Come on. He's over the.
Keep going.
Come on! You got 25 seconds. Come on.
Oh, I think that was a shame actually because you were doing well, but something went wrong.
I know, and I think those are bigger grapes than the ones I've seen before. They're quite big grapes. Look at his face, he looks so despondent. Come on, Carl, 8 seconds. Just a few more. 5. Come on, what's the matter?
2, 1. It's all over, Carl.
It's all over. Better count how many you did. You can get good at this. We can get good at this over the weeks.
I think that was a fairly pitiful attempt, actually. I really thought you had a... It's interesting, actually. These are harder records than you might think.
Yeah, I know. 6, 8, 10.
How do you feel after that record-breaking attempt?
Not happy with that.
What are you not happy about?
The fella who did it, was he in hospital and just had loads of grapes? I was bored. I'm sure he wasn't producing a radio programme, that's for sure.
Well, to be fair, neither are you. What was tricky about it? What did you find hard?
I think having Ricky standing over me, sort of shouting, "Go on!" isn't normal.
No. But that wasn't...
He hasn't eaten any! Hold on, that's 50 left.
That's quite a poor attempt then, by the seam of it. Would you think about trying to maybe do that again in a couple of weeks? Would you do some practice and try that again?
No, leave it for the experts.
And I noticed a tricky point. Maybe sort of when you had about 50 seconds to go, you seemed to be spewing things into the bin. What was that?
Again, mainly Ricky standing over me. So
88. He's got 88 left.
Okay, so what's the mental arithmetic there? Because we put how many in? It was 150 in the thing, wasn't it?
What did I say? What did I say I had left?
Well, I'm not doing it again.
88.
So
he had 88 left.
So 62. God, you're only at 62. What's the matter with you, Carl? There's people starting you at 62. That is rubbish.
That's disappointment.
Let's leave that.
So you failed on 2 world record attempts there.
62, and the record's that is rubbish. What were you doing?
Oh yeah, but like I said, I've got a small throat. I can't drink a drink quick. Ever since the Mr. Freeze Pops when I was 6, that I nearly choked on, I nearly died on. I can't go back. It'd be like asking, I don't know, someone who got run over to play Frogger or something.
What's Frogger?
This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of.
I tell you something I do know.
Go on.
Right? But I can't really get a question out of it.
Go on, just tell us.
Are we doing a competition?
Let's play a tune.
Come on, Carl, you can't be bothered. Right, okay, we're going to scrap this and you're going to work Mondays again. Since You've Been Gone by Rainbow on XFM 104.9. Well, it's what the Londoners have been waiting for. It's Rockbusters, isn't it, Carl?
Well, it's not Rockbusters. It's something we've done. It's a bit like Rockbusters, but it's been tweaked.
Brilliant.
Right? So remember that it's done with sound effects and that.
Oh God! Really?
What do you mean?
All right, come on.
Right, remember this one? We tried it before.
Hold on, wait a minute. There'll be headphones on. Wait a minute.
And this is one you've done in the past. This is not the competition.
This is not the competition, but I said, like, what song is this?
Right.
Smack my bitch up, yeah. Brilliant.
Smack my bitch up.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of that, but rather than just doing songs, it's that film or song sounds good.
You know, when you do these things, you can't do them in the week. You've got to do them either Saturdays or Mondays.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Well, I'm going to check on that, because that really annoyed me.
Because it's been done, so it doesn't really, you don't have to worry about it when it gets done, that, do you? Because it's done, so.
Well, yeah, but I don't want you taking time out of things you should be doing at work. You're already weaseling way out. XFM's going down the tube, and you're taking the piss left, right and centre.
Right, so here's this week's little grab. That film or song sounds good, so what is it? Come here. happy now I've had that.
What?
Right?
It's a film or a song title, is it?
No, it's a film or a song.
What do you mean?
Forget that. It's a film.
What are you talking about? That must have taken you 3 minutes. I not on a Tuesday, though, because that's cut into precious time. Have you seen how long a trial takes him? About 30 minutes.
Sorry, let's just concentrate for a second.
Okay, right. This is a film,
This is a film title. The title of a film.
Yeah.
Play it again.
Come here. I'm well happy now I've had that. Right?
Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. 3 months they've waited for that.
3 months for that. Shite.
Do you want to say what the prices are?
Oh, I can do. I'll tell you, there's good news and there's bad. I don't know, I think maybe this is what people think of Karl's quizzes. This is the respect they show us. Because you know that the various companies, they'll send you product which you can include in competitions. It's a promotional tool.
Yeah.
They've sent us I'm Alan Partridge, Series 2, and Fawlty Towers, the complete series. Brilliant. On VHS. I mean, who's got a video player anymore, Karl? It's for losers and the working classes.
Yeah, for up north. They still sell them up north, I think.
Thankfully.
In market stalls.
It's been redeemed. I mean, I wonder how we got hold of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Office Series 2 on DVD. That was a nightmare, getting hold of that one. The best album in the world ever. It's got stuff on there. Super Furry Animals is on there. Supergrass, Gold Frap. And also the best of the Boomtown Rats, which is not bad. And a couple of Teachers DVDs. So some good stuff there amongst the VHSs. And you can win all of those treats by identifying this film.
Oh, God.
Come here. I'm well happy now I've had that.
Email only, we don't want to actually speak to you. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. I'm sorry if that's brought you down, it's made us feel
Can
bad.
I just say something? What's the phone number, Karl?
08700 800 1234.
08700 800 1234. Call up for no reason, because I want Karl to answer the phone. He hates doing it. So call up and talk to Karl. Ask him anything you want, just talk to him. Okay? Right, answer the phone, they're going mad. Big Sir on XFM 104.9. He's so annoyed that you have to answer all those calls. Why did you like it?
We're wasting time, aren't we?
That's your listenership.
No.
They want to speak to you.
No, that's nice and everything that people call up.
Yeah.
But we should be concentrating on what we're doing.
Yeah, well, but I do this show to annoy you. I don't do it for the money, or the kudos, or the awards. Do you know what I mean? I do it so you have to be here and do what I say for 2 hours, because you're getting away with murder here in the week. I don't like seeing that. I don't like injustice in the world. I try and fight it wherever I can. So I do it to annoy...
It's good of you, Rick. Thanks for doing that, mate.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though, that you're passionate about fighting injustice, but you focus specifically on Karl at XFM. One of the world's lesser crimes.
Being a little bald mank twat.
Exactly.
I know, yeah, but nonetheless, it is a crime. Look at it, look. Alright, XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, not here. It's the best of. You've been voting in all week, sending your emails, so here's the clips that you wanted.
And just remembered recently, actually, I was on a train coming back from hometown Bristol, and I was on the train, and this girl walks on, good-looking girl. I thought, hey up, a largely empty carriage. I'm thinking, my luck's in, you know, because I take every opportunity, Karl. That's the thing about me, you know. I don't choose. She was a good-looking girl. She sat down. I thought she sat down right near me. I thought, brilliant. As this guy comes up behind her, and says, I think it's probably a boyfriend or something. Sits down next to her. And I listened in on the conversation, you know, because I'm pretending to read. It was very clever. I read the same page for hours, so I was pretending to listen. I was listening but pretending to read. And I realised that it's not her boyfriend or anything, it's just some guy she's met on the platform. And I'm thinking, brilliant, if she's the kind of girl who's just going to start talking to someone, you know, on a platform, on a train, brilliant, I'm going to be in here. Because he was only going one stop. So I'm thinking, what's the worst that can happen? He'll nick off, you know, I'll get chatting to her, you know, and who knows, I could join the... is there a train equivalent?
Foot High Club.
The Foot High Club, brilliant. And so I'm excited, you know, I'm listening in. And it turns out that they're both kind of graduates who've just finished university, or they're coming to their finals or something. And they're chatting away, you know, and he's making a couple of witticisms, you know, and she's kind of tittering at his jokes. I'm thinking, well, I'll tell you this, if she's laughing at this kind of material, I am going to blow her away, you know, with my kind of anecdotes and wry observations, you know. Yeah. It was weak stuff, I got to be honest. Really? He was coming out with nothing. He was running on empty, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. And she was loving it. So I'm thinking, brilliant, I'm going to be right in here. And then they get moving on to higher brow things, you know, and I think she was going to study kind of Marxism or something like that, or communism, something. And she was asking him, by way of conversation, she was asking him what he knew about Marxism, And he was fumbling for his vague knowledge of it that he had in his life. And I'm just sat there thinking, come on, love, in any given capitalist environment, the proletariat will revolt against their oppression by the bourgeoisie, and after a brief period of socialist rule, emerges a classist society governed by community cooperation.
Well, if that sort of talk wouldn't get a woman hot, I don't know what you'd use.
If Marx and Engels is not going to get a woman sweaty down below, then nothing is. Then my name is
You're
not
just
Steve
biding your time.
Exactly. I'm just going to go in for the kill any minute.
Yeah.
So anyway, it comes to his stop. Right, he gets up. I'm thinking this is a piece of cake, and he gets off, and off he goes. He walks off, and I'm thinking brilliant. And I thought, I'll wait. I'll wait till the train's pulled away. I'm not going to leap in straight away. No. And he comes back along the carriage, and I'm thinking, hang on a minute. He goes, listen, do you mind if I give you my email address? Oh. Right, and if you want to get in touch, email me. I'm thinking, come on, you loser, get off now. Save your face, please, before it's too much. And she accepts the email address because she obviously doesn't want to hurt his feelings, whatever. I'm thinking, fair enough. She's a good woman. I'm liking her. I'm loving her. I'm thinking that's my kind of girl. So anyway, he gets off. I'm sat there, the train pulls away. I'm thinking, I'll wait a few minutes, I'll just, give her some time. Her phone rings. It's her friend on the phone. And she starts saying, and I was listening in, and she was going, just met a guy on the train. I'm thinking, that's true enough. She goes, he was a good-looking guy. I thought, you're having a laugh, love. To be honest. Because I was looking at him, and she said to her friend, he looks a bit like tennis player Boris Becker. I thought, you should be so lucky, frankly, because I saw him. He had awful facial hair, if that's what makes him look like Boris Becker. A terrible little goatee beard. It was laughable. I thought, I don't know. And then she goes to think, and she's like, I met him, we got chatting and stuff, and she was going, it's not often that you meet someone, generally in life, who's, kind of thoughtful and intelligent and funny. I thought to myself, I'm not even going to waste my time with you, love. Frankly, if that's what you thought of him.
You just walked away.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even bother talking to her.
No,
I didn't even waste my time with her.
If she thinks that bloke is not only great looking, but funny and intelligent, and she got on well, and he was polite, and it was a chance meeting, and he thought, and she thought that you were like a freaky looking dork who didn't even have the nerve to speak.
That is what she thinks, then I don't want to know her.
I couldn't. You walked away, and good luck to you.
And I have my dignity intact.
Yes, and she's nothing.
Just looking through some of the news stories that Karl did make it into Karl's news roundup.
Yeah.
Just this one you might be interested in. Headline: Woman says partner ran off to become vampire.
Yeah.
And it says a young mother says her partner has dumped her to become a vampire. Rebecca Roberts from Somerset says Matthew Barrett fell for a blood-worshipping woman in a US cult. The 23-year-old mother says he began shaving all his body hair, dressed in black, and used Rebecca's lipstick to redden his eyes. Rebecca caught him performing weird blood rituals in front of his computer at night, cutting himself to prove commitment. She said, I thought it was just a hobby. Everyone's got a right to one. I was pleased he'd found an interest.
Brilliant.
This is apparently from The Sun. Apparently he's left. He's gone to America. He's living in this Ohio-based cult. But it's the last bit where she's been asked whether or not, if he came back, would she take him back?
Sure.
And this is where I wonder if the journalist, how journalists are supposed to just report the news, be objective. Yeah. I wonder if maybe the journalist here has maybe had some interference.
Made the quote better for them than go on.
Because it says, I never thought this would take over his life. Now, if he came back, I'd say fangs, but no fangs. I can't believe. Imagine you're the woman, Rick.
Okay.
And I've come round.
You're the journalist.
I'm the journalist, and I've come in and I've said, okay, I read about this.
All I have to do is not say that thing.
You've come. I understand you're obviously quite upset. Your husband's gone
gutted.
Off. If he came back, would you take him back?
Definitely not.
Right. Really, what would you say to him then if he came back?
Just get lost.
Right, but
I'm really pissed off with you.
Would you perhaps say something a bit more pithy?
Not in this situation, no.
You're upset?
He cuts himself, he drinks blood, he's left me. Sod off. I'm not interested, mate.
Because I tell you what.
Go on.
I mean, I like what you said there, but I wonder if we could condense that a bit more. If he came back, would you say...
Go away.
Would you ever say something like, thanks, but no thanks?
No, because it makes it flippant, because I'm really angry.
I know you're annoyed.
And I'm upset, so I wouldn't say... I certainly wouldn't say thanks. I might say no thanks.
But what if you sort of said it like aggressively, like you were giving him the finger, thanks, but no thanks? Like you didn't really mean
sort
it.
of sarcastically?
Sarcastically, would you possibly say
I might say thanks, but no thanks, and that'll be it. And that's and I'd leave it there. I'd never change that.
Sure.
I'd never change those words.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Do you like puns?
Hate them.
Right.
I don't like Countdown. I don't like QI. I don't like any of those posh Cambridge, Oxford types. I hate puns.
If you had to say thanks but no thanks in the form of a pun, what would you maybe say?
I wouldn't. I never would.
Right.
I'd say thanks, but no thanks. I would, you know, I mean, I feel embarrassed that I'd even say that because I don't think I would even say thanks, but no thanks.
Okay.
But if I did go that far, I'd leave it there.
Sure.
So,
have you ever noticed, as I have,
go on,
the similarity between the word thanks and fangs?
Not really.
It's
only
very similar.
Not
Thanks,
really.
fangs,
F-T-H, there's a K.
Fangs very much.
G, it's A and S. Well, the A, the N and the S, but that's about it.
Would you agree it sounds marginally similar?
Yeah,
Is it possible you might one day say fangs but no fangs?
I wouldn't know.
Right. I could put that though, could I?
But don't say I said it.
Right.
I mean, yeah. Fangs, but no fangs.
Yeah. This is the thing. Just, if you ever read an article in The Sun, The Mirror, anything, do not believe it. Really seriously question and query it, because
if it ends with fangs, no fangs.
If it ends with a pun, almost certainly they never said it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Feeder and Come Back Around. It's a new leaf, Steve. I'm going to do properly now. I'm not going to be slovenly. I'm sitting up straight, you see.
Yep.
And it's going to be a proper DJing, because I think coming up soon, some great tracks, including a new one from Abs and an old one from Snow. Informer.
You don't mean that if it's me Eka Boom, a licky boom boom down.
I'm joking, of course. We've got some fantastic tracks. There's some great chat, and we've got Carl with
some
me,
great
Steve.
Chat.
Steve, I'm Ricky Gervais on XFM 104.9.
There he is indeed, with him, Steve Merchant. And Karl Pilkington, of course. Say hello, Carl.
All right.
Yeah, nice. And you say you read...
The beginning of a radio show is very much your wares, your shop window, laying out your stall. I don't think you could choose a better track than The Only Ones, Another Girl on the Planet.
I'd love to hear it.
One of my favourite intros, that.
Amazing.
Oh, that was dangerous, because I once heard on Capital Radio, this has got to be the greatest rock intro of all time. And they played Money for Nothing by Dire Straits.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I can just imagine them putting their head down.
I remember a friend of mine, when I was at school, he just bought a car, and he took me outside to show off the stereo system, Money for Nothing.
Really?
He just played that. I've never heard the song before. Just played that for its entire 4 or 5 minute duration.
It is a good song
for
the
sound system.
Yeah, it's a good song for showing off intros and sound systems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You said you were driving along earlier. You saw someone.
Yeah, it was one of those zooped up sort of sporty saloons.
Nice.
You know, the big like a Mondale or something, those big, and it was blaring out, and the bloke in it was sort of like, I could tell he was 24, but already going bald.
Yeah.
From like obviously his estate agency job, not jail.
Yeah.
But he's made a bit of money, and the stereo system was ridiculous. I mean, so loud, and it was going through Covent Garden. He was playing Snow in Informer.
Do people remember Informer by Snow? It was a big tune in my
I don't know. It's great. Yeah, I always enjoy it.
Can I bring that in next week? Can we play Snow next week?
Well, you can play a tiny little bit.
Tiny little bit of Snow.
Yeah.
Informer. Do you remember Snow, Carl?
Yeah,
you loved it. Yeah, big tune.
Yeah, loved it. Oh, did you?
Big tune from the 90s.
Happy song, isn't it?
Rick, you were saying that you've turned over a new leaf.
Yeah.
Is that in all aspects of your life, or is that just in your broadcasting career? Because the reason I bring that up is because, do you want to describe what you were eating just now when we came in? Because you're a 40-year-old man, you've put on a little bit of weight, so presumably you're watching what you eat.
Well, no, but it sounded exotic. I went into a cafe and they didn't have a cheese sandwich.
Right.
And
can I describe what it looked like to me? Right, it looked to me like a big slab of cheese. You've just got them to just cut off a big block of cheese, like the size of a CD case, or one of those double albums, right, of cheese, right, and just lightly melt that for me so it drips over my hand and it gets really greasy in the bag. But just lay some strips of bacon on the top.
Yeah, but listen, you've embarrassed yourself.
Is that what it was?
No, it's a croque monsieur, so it's French.
It's a what?
A croque monsieur.
A croque monsieur.
Yeah, and so I thought,
I've never heard of a croque monsieur.
You're having let's see, you've embarrassed yourself.
Is that how it's pronounced, or is it croque monsieur? You didn't expect me to be bringing out the French. Tu aimes la musique pop? Oui, je t'aime la musique pop.
Le plume de ma tante.
Où est le syndicat d'initiative?
That means my aunt's pen.
So what was it then? It was a croque.
Yeah, and it was just too greasy. It was just too, and it was all wobbly. Yeah, and we might take it for granted the people that know who we are, know who you are, know who Carl is.
Sure.
Now, if you're a regular, then you know exactly who we are. But for those of you who don't, I'm Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais, a BAFTA award-winning actor and writer.
Steve Merchant, all those.
A friend of yours.
Yeah. And this is the important thing. Karl Pilkington.
Absolutely.
Our producer. I say producer, he was the bloke who was lumbered with a job. When I said, listen, I used to run the desk in the old days when I was like, I used to press the buttons and run the desk and everything. And now I said, listen, I've been on the telly. I do not press my own buttons. And Carl said, well, I don't really work weekends. And they went, well, you do if you want to keep your job.
Absolutely.
And we were lumbered with him. And then we discovered that he's not just a little dork, a little manky sort of idiot. He's got a nice shirt. He's got, you know what I mean? He's got something else.
Absolutely.
He's got a certain,
brings another dimension, yeah.
Yeah, and he started having a little chat, and we discovered that he had quite a lot to say.
Well, I think you're absolutely right, and I think I was wondering we should maybe play another tune.
I just wish we could maybe tape the bits we're not on air, just because that's when Karl comes into his own.
Yeah.
He just said to me, I don't know what I was doing, I was sort of like pottering around, dancing around, doing something annoying probably, and he just looked at me, I don't know, and he was looking at me, and I looked back, and he went, have you ever used a Y-front properly?
Genius.
It's a great question, because the answer's definitely no.
Definitely no.
Does anyone use their Y-front properly? And by that, I mean, get your winky out of the little sort of slot provided, as opposed to, like, put it to one side or pull them down or whatever. Has anyone used a Y-front properly?
I don't think I've ever done it.
I don't think I've ever done it.
I've never seen anyone in a toilet doing it, Rick.
You should be looking.
I wish I hadn't said that.
I caught ya. Really?
Yeah. That's actually how you prove people are gay.
Yeah.
Get them into this conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap.
It was the trap.
Yeah. I'm not gay, by the way.
Yeah.
You didn't prove I was gay. I double bluffed you. Because I knew the old gay trick.
I thought it was the old gay lord say no thing.
That is another method. Yeah, there's innumerable methods of doing it.
That's how Oscar Wilde was caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, the judge went to him, did you see that film last night? Gay Lord Say No, and he went no, and they went take him away.
Yeah. Take him down to the cells.
Yeah, take him to Reading.
It is true.
Well,
it originated in America.
Yeah.
So many of these things do. It's a brilliant point, Karl. I'd like to hear from anyone listening who's, and I mean, well, they'll just lie, wouldn't they, I suppose?
Yeah. I don't even use sort of flies.
No?
Usually. I sort of pull my Y-front, my sort of tracksuit. So that's why I wear sort of like elasticated waistbands all the time.
Exactly.
Just sort
Speed.
of like... Yeah.
You got to get in there with the minimum of effort.
Yeah, and out.
Sure.
Often I won't shake.
No, oh no.
To my detriment, because it often leaks out a little bit later, doesn't it?
Ever been out on a date with a girl where it's just trickled down your leg and you wish it hadn't, and you're thinking, what if she gets my trousers off later? She might smell or see it.
What? What?
I don't know. I don't know what I said there.
Right. We used to sort of like come in and when we discovered Karl early on, we just thought, this is comedy gold. Just let him speak his mind. But then we started thinking, we can't follow him now. Yeah. So I remember Steve going, look, we've got to come up with some stuff.
We need to chat. If anything we've got to say to each other, we've got to say that in the first 20 minutes, and then you just unleash Karl.
Yeah, because it's just you can't follow him, and he's off on one. And they have stories of upbringings with bizarre creatures that lived in Manchester that were half human, half bat and frog and things.
I'd love to take him back to Manchester in some kind of TV documentary. You know, when Karl went home. And just wander back, maybe try and find the amphibian twins or whatever those people were.
They weren't. Yeah, so there was two boys, both had big heads and webbed feet. They weren't related. They didn't hang around with each other.
That was all the information we had.
I went, why not? He went, that would have been too obvious.
Yeah.
Like they look at each other across a room and go, you think I'm coming to see you just because we're a similar species?
Yeah.
You're mistaken, mate. Yeah. You make your own friends.
One starts to walk over there, one shakes his head and just mouths, too obvious.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Too obvious.
Out of one of his mouths.
Yeah, that's what they're expecting.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it, Webby.
Yeah, but anyway, he'll be back shortly, I'm sure.
He phoned me. His dad's ill. His dad's in hospital, so Karl went back to sort of look after his mum. And he was so sweet. He said, I'm back here just driving my mum around. He said, so unbegrudgingly, he just went, it's like old times. And I said, sorry to hear that. And he went, that's all right, yeah. I think it's going to be fine. And I said, how was your holiday? He went, yeah, we're good. Except it were a nudist beach, so didn't tell me.
I went, of course it was.
I went, what do you mean? He went, well, sitting on the... I don't know why they have to do it. I don't know why they have to do it. Why do they have to do it? He went, Suzanne said they think there's nothing wrong with it, like being a transvestite. Right? I went, I love the fact that your girlfriend has to tell you what's wrong and right in the world. And he went, well, we're walking along the beach, fella coming towards us with knob out. I went, what's going on here? Right? And he said, and because it wasn't all nude,
he's walking round, he's stark naked, and he wants the freedom of that, but he's got a big rucksack on his back with his clothes on, so he has to get changed. He went, so what's the point in that? Right? And I went, he should just carry the book. He went, what, and covered it up when he went, oh yeah, good idea. See? He went, but I wasn't happy. He says, and that was the first day, so we didn't go there again.
I just imagine his little face.
Yeah, just going, all right,
gobsmacked.
That's out, that's out. What's that doing out? Why has he got his out?
I imagine Karl sort of dressed in a suit. In a sort of safari suit, done right up with a cravat. I'm not undressing. I don't want people seeing the flesh. That's for you, love, and no one else.
But I love the fact that as this girl goes, Karl, they don't think there's anything wrong with it. They're just happy that way. and he in his own mind just goes, like being a transvestite. He knows there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm always a little bit suspect about people who like walking around nude.
I think you meant transvestite.
No, nudists.
What? Hold on. Can you be a naked transvestite? What are you then?
Yeah, I suppose you're a...
When Eddie Izzard's naked, is he a naked transvestite?
That's an interesting metaphysical question.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, was it last week that you had the classic? Was it, I can't remember, I'm paraphrasing, Karl, apologies. Something like, I'm here in Texas, I've fallen in a puddle, and my knee has got wet.
Yeah. Wet Knee Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah. And also, it was last week when there was a little bit of confusion over the one for Holly Valance. Right?
Of course. I don't think it was confusion. I think it was your error.
No, it wasn't.
And it was Holy Valance, and you meant Pelmet.
Then Becky, who called up that time and said, "Oh, if you're getting mistaken with Pelmet, right?" She sent me an email in a week saying, "I've done a bit of research. It was my fault. I've made an error. It is a Valance."
Okay.
And I know about Valances, as I told you last week. At the very end, my auntie loves them.
Yeah.
Right? She makes them. She started off just like putting them on top of the sort of window around the curtain. And then she thought, oh, I can do more with this. Yes. And she had a little coffee table that had magazines underneath. And she said, I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I'm sat down.
She sounds like a Pilkington.
So...
I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I sit down.
So she put a Valance around the table.
She just got Valances around everything now. Right?
Then, next step, she tapes everything. She never actually watches telly. She tapes it all because she gets sick of listening to the adverts and that. Yeah. So she tapes everything. So she's got loads of videotapes and that. And the video used to get on her nerves. When she was watching a film, she'd see the clock changing.
Oh.
And it distracted her from the film. So she put a Valance around that.
That's genius.
Yeah.
So, that is
or is it mental? Only Mrs. Einstein can tell.
I don't know. She's even made a little Jack Russell look like a hovercraft.
Yeah.
He's great.
So everything's got a Valance.
If you go round and you stand still for too long, the chances are she'll Valance around your head.
Yeah. This is this is Auntie who?
Auntie Nora.
And this is the one that farted for 5 minutes.
She did.
Lest our listeners forget. Farted for 5 minutes. Called his mum saying I'm farting. 2 minutes into the fart.
She said about 2.5 minutes in.
God.
She said I'm about 2.5 minutes into the fart.
My mum said, how long's it been going on for? She said, well, it was about 2.5 minutes before I called you.
Yeah.
And then it went on for a further 2.5 minutes or something. And then it stopped.
She couldn't time it because there was a Valance over the clock.
Yeah, she
used to annoy her when she was on the phone and you put her off, see the time. She was guessing it was 5 minutes.
This was one consistent fart.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't making a noise, it was just...
Oh, it wasn't making a noise?
Just gas.
Right, endless gas.
So, there you
That's
go.
fantastic.
Red Hot Chili Peppers on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
Over there, little Karl Pilkington.
Indeed.
See the write-up in Heat this week?
No, is it good stuff?
Basically Karl's show.
Yes.
Which is fair enough.
No, I mean, he's the only one doing any work.
I know.
He's the only one contributing.
We thought no one had noticed, but Heat were on it straight away.
Yeah.
They picked out, I read it to him over the phone. It said, 2 hours of black music and everything, right? Karl Pilkington, he does Educating Ricky, a strand where he educates Ricky, and Rockbusters, which is loosely based on Blockbusters. It says, you know, basically you'll be tuning in for that. And I read that to Karl and he went, oh, and I was going to drop it.
You weren't, were you, Karl?
So he believed the hype.
Yeah, I think you've got to, I mean, it's like...
You've got to mix it up is what you're saying, keep it fresh.
A lot of people are saying to you at the moment, are you going to do another series of The Office? It's kind of like that. I've got to decide whether it's right to move on with it or do something different.
Is it dead in the water? Yeah. So what's your decision? I mean, maybe,
We'll probably keep it for this week.
Sure.
And see how it goes.
Okay. You got anything else on the back burner? Any other ideas? Nothing. You
I'm still sort of. Do you know I came up with a load of game items?
Well, I remember there was one that was based on fast food.
There was, the rice is right.
The rice is right. Now, just run the rules past me again. We had to identify whether it was a Chinese meal,
rice or steamed rice. Well,
either.
Actually, it was a Chinese restaurant or an Indian restaurant.
But is it true that you played this at home with your girlfriend and it was clear you could always tell which was which? Because one had an Indian sounding name and the other was Chinese sounding.
No, it did work once. I managed to pick some sort of duck dish that sounded a bit Indian.
Right.
But then it
wasn't Bombay duck, was it? Which is actually a piece of fish. You don't know. He wouldn't let me put, that whipped cream in the fridge.
I saw that. I thought that's fun.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me put it on. He was shaming phone.
Oh,
yeah, but every week we have this. Do you know the other week, Steve? I didn't tell you this, right? He comes in straight away. I'm trying to talk about sorting the show out. What we're going to do? How we're going to keep it good for 2 hours and that. Grabs a pen. He says, "Let me draw 666 on your head."
Because you can see the scalp.
I said, don't do that. He goes, all right, then how about we meet halfway, put 333. Every week it's the same thing.
But I quite like the cream. Did you get any cream on him at all?
No.
Is it the spray cream in a chicken?
Yeah, he said no.
Carl, can I just make some, just spray on some glasses? Just some round glasses on your face.
Father Christmas!
Hello.
It's nearly Christmas, hello!
Come on, it is Ricky Gervais' show.
Yeah, should we play a record and then come back to this mayhem?
This crazy mayhem?
Yeah.
Foo Fighters. All My Life on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Indeed.
Genius Karl Pilkington, as Heat magazine said.
Really? Is that what he's referred to now?
Yeah, yeah. Genius. Saying about people tune in just to hear his games, such as Educating Ricky. Have you got some Educating Ricky for me?
Got some education.
I need some education, Karl. I desperately need some education. I want to learn about Chinese kids that are born hairier than average. I want to hear about deaf girls that can hear after their mum hits their head against a wall. These are the things I need to know.
I mean, I don't wish to be disrespectful. He doesn't look like a genius.
He doesn't look like a genius.
But then I don't know what a genius looks like.
Exactly.
So,
Steve.
I don't want to be an
Look at Einstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His mum thought he was mental as a child.
Where'd you get that information from?
That was in the Einstein book.
Well, it was in the Einstein book, then it's presumably true.
Which Einstein book is that? His Theory of Relativity?
The big book of Einstein stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the big bumper book of Einstein stuff. It's for a coach trip, and you have to fill in E equals MC1 squared, 2 fish, or 3 hello, and then it's multiple choice, and you fill it. It's great. Did
his mum think A, he was a genius, B, mental?
Most people go for A, but it is in fact B. She thought he was mental at the age of 28. Oh, Karl, you never let me down. You never let me down. So have you got Educating Ricky for me?
We've got Educating Ricky coming up.
We've got Rockbusters.
We've got Rockbusters.
Great as seen and talked about in Heat.
In Heat magazine.
It's got really tough this week now. We're not messing about anymore.
Right.
Got some good prizes.
Absolutely, yeah, we'll talk about those later. Because, I mean, was it last week that you had the classic? Was it, I can't remember, I'm paraphrasing, Karl, apologies. Something like, I'm here in Texas, I've fallen in a puddle, and my knee has got wet.
Yeah. Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
And also, it was last week when there was a little bit of confusion over the one for Holly Valance. Right?
Of course. I don't think it was confusion. I think it was your error.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
And it was Holy Valance, and you meant Pelmet.
Then Becky, who called up that time and said, if you're getting mistaken with Pelmet, right, she sent me an email in a week saying, I've done a bit of research. Yeah. It was my fault. I've made an error. Yeah. It is a Valance.
Okay.
And I know about Valances. As I told you last week, at the very end, my auntie loves them. Yeah. Right? She makes them. She started off just like putting them on top of the sort of window around the curtain. And then she thought, I can do more with this. Yeah. And she had a little coffee table that had magazines underneath. And she said, I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I'm sat down.
She sounds like a Pilkington. So...
I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I sit down.
So she put a Valance around the table.
Yeah.
She just got Valances around everything now.
Yeah. Right? Then, next step, she tapes everything. She never actually watches telly. She tapes it all because she gets sick of listening to the adverts and that. Yeah. So she tapes everything. So she's got loads of videotapes and that. And the video used to get on her nerves. When she was watching a film, she'd see the clock changing. And it distracted her from the film. So she put a Valance around that.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Yeah.
So,
that is
or is it mental? Only Mrs. Einstein can tell.
I don't know. She's even made a little Jack Russell look like a hovercraft.
Yeah.
He's great.
So everything's got a balance.
If you go round and you stand still for too long, the chances are she'll balance on your head.
Yeah. This is this is Auntie who?
Auntie Nora.
And this is the one that farted for 5 minutes. Lest our listeners forget.
Lest we
farted
forget.
for 5 minutes, called his mum, saying I'm farting, 2 minutes into the fart.
She's about 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah. God.
She said I'm about 2.5 minutes into
Well,
the
my
fart.
mum said, how long's it been going on for? She said, well, it was about 2.5 minutes before I called you.
Yeah.
And then it went on for a further 2.5 minutes or something. And then it stopped. And,
She couldn't time it because there was a balance over the clock.
Yeah, she
Because it used to
couldn't
annoy
time
her when
it,
she was
yeah.
on the phone and you put her off seeing the
So
time. She was guessing it was 5 minutes.
This was one consistent fart.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't making a noise. It was just...
Oh, it wasn't making a noise.
Just gas.
Right, endless gas.
So, there you
That's
go.
fantastic. Well, we started off with a new one, a little bit of Foo Fighters. We like new and old on this show, don't
Indeed, we like to mix it up.
I'd like to play this to the Smiths from their debut album, I Don't Owe You Anything.
Red Hot Chili Peppers on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
Karl Pilkington.
All right.
Don't be nervous. We might see a difference in Karl. He's a little bit shy. There's someone here from the BBC filming this, part of that celebrity boxing thing. The Fight, I think it's called, and they want to get a little clip of this, so we're going to let them film for a minute, and then they're going to go away. Is that all right, Karl?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be on camera, do you? Do you?
I think it ruins radio, doesn't it? Do you know
Well,
what I
not
mean?
for the people listening, it doesn't.
Yeah, but it does, because people are like, oh, he sounds like a bit of a looker.
What, you?
Yeah. And then they'll see it on the telly, and they'll go, God, yeah, his head is round.
It is round, though, isn't it?
So,
Guess what? I got a call yesterday. You'll love this, Steve. From MTV, and they were wondering if they could screen test Karl.
That's outrageous.
I'm loving it, and I was going, yeah, and I said, yeah, it's fine. I'll come down with him, and I was saying, what about this and that, and they were loving it. I called him up, he went, oh no. I went, why not? He went, well, I'm looking at my reflection now in the mirror. He said, I shouldn't be on the telly.
What would you wear for your screen test, Karl? What kind of look would you try and cultivate? Because you've got to bear in mind that the audience out there, they don't know what you look like. So would you be a snappy dresser like, say, Jonathan Ross, or would you go for your kind of street cash look?
Can't wear a suit.
You can't wear a suit?
Don't hold it well. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I'll probably wear my woolly hat, because that takes some years off me.
It does. He looks about 10 with a woolly hat on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
is it quite a cool woolly hat, or has it got a bubble?
charcoal, I'd say it's the in colour.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll probably wear me anorak.
Right.
Oh, he's going for the... He's going for glam. He's going for quite a glam look.
Yeah, no one else has
dressed
done
for
it.
a jumble sale. Wow. Yeah.
But I'm not that happy about it all, to be honest.
Are you going to do it? You're not going to do it?
Well, I'm sort of stuck in the middle, because throughout my life so far, I've never planned for anything, right? It's just always happened.
Yeah.
The time, you know what I mean, being in plays at school, never planned it, but when I did it, I went down the store.
It was
that
a
sort of
triumph,
thing.
yeah, we all remember that.
So,
As I remember, you did Little Donkey.
did Little Donkey, yeah.
And then later, someone was filming at the back. Was it your dad's mate?
My dad's mate. Well,
Yeah. And on the camcorder, he listened to it back, watched him playing it. His dad says, just off camera, what does he say?
I don't want to say it because I'm in charge of the show and I'd be irresponsible.
He looks like a right twat.
So,
And so he gets home, listen, watching that, and then here's his dad just off camera go, he looks like a right twat.
yeah, all right, yeah.
What are you worried about? Your dad saying that, or the
can I
word?
just interject, because I'm really worried about this idea of Karl being on MTV, because the problem is that, let's be honest, Rick, I mean, we're getting by the skin of our teeth, aren't we, really? It's only Karl that's keeping this afloat.
Yeah.
And if he gets on MTV and the world sort of gets a sense of him and they understand him, and he won't be ours anymore, we won't be able to control him, it'll be out there, it'll be in the
Well,
public domain.
that's the thing. No, that's the thing. That's the terrible thing, though, isn't it? It's like, Karl is my pet, but I realise I've got to release him into the wild.
wild.
And, because I love him, I know he's got to go free.
Sure.
But I want to...
It's like Kez. Maybe someone will beat him to death and we won't have to worry.
I'll have you on, though. I'll have you on as a guest. Which gets me on to something we've got coming up today.
Oh, yeah, he's got a new idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know, like, I've talked about ghosts, and we had that good discussion the other week walking to Piccadilly Circus Station, and I was telling you about ghosts, and you were saying, Karl, don't be an idiot, and all that. Spoke to a woman in the week, done a little interview with her.
You've done a little interview?
Done a little interview, 2 minutes or so, with a woman who's got ghosts in her house. So
I look forward to hearing that later. That sounds brilliant.
Coming up later.
Well, I'm going to play a classic tune now. I've just gone straight for it. I've gone for the jugular. This is Ziggy Stardust by David Bowie.
Yeah, that seemed like a funny idea at the time, me posing that up. But Jonathan Ross phoned me up when they first went up and he just said, I've just seen a big poster of a predatory gay.
Yeah, you do look a little bit...
yeah. Hello, and what's your name? Would you like to sit down here? And then you're in the background. And also, I think the funny thing about having you as a partner, I mean, the only good thing is that, you know, you look weird and tall, like too freakishly tall and lanky. Oh, yeah, but in that one, no, because your background and you're smiling, you don't look as weird as you do in real life, or as freakishly tall. So it sort of ruins it a little bit for me. Look at Pilkington. Look.
Pilkington, what are you doing?
He's not listening. He's just opening a packet. What are they? McVitie's. See, we should mention them. We get some free ones if anyone at McVitie's are listening, because we're not getting the perks of this.
Nothing. I'd say I'm not getting anything. I really got in this game for the ladies, for the money, for the voiceover work. Certainly, I'm seeing hide and hair of that.
But you're not getting the voiceover work because Jethro's getting all the parts that you might get.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, Rick. Yeah. You were the voice of what? The drink driving campaign? You sound like a man who was run over in a drink drive incident. I mean, dear. It's like you don't drive.
Yeah, but I didn't get any money for that, did I?
Oh, did I?
I can't remember.
It's like, I mean,
I don't drive, well, that's good, I don't drive. No, it said don't drink and drive, so I've chosen just to drink.
At least I can formulate sentences using the English language, and I'm not getting the voiceover work.
The English language of the 14th century.
Well, it's better English language and English language. Rather than whatever kind of Middle England language you speak, the language of the hobbits.
All right, Carl. See, you're eating a biscuit. I can't believe it. Are you bored with this already? Do you know what? MTV called me last week. They called me again yesterday and said, when can they come down to do they're coming down next Saturday, by the way, to do a little screen test for you. They're going to sort of just film you with a little camcorder. You said this. They're going to film you. Are you alright? Do you want to, are you hungry? Do you want to go out and have a meal? I can't believe you're eating while I'm on air.
No one can hear that.
Do you know who I am?
No one can hear
Explain who I am.
Well, that's Ricky Gervais, right? He's made his name on TV.
Yeah.
Okay, he's done any number of corporate gigs, and they pay silly money. So, I mean, this guy's earning, and really earning beyond his talent. All right?
So I think I deserve a little bit more than a little mank eating a biscuit while I'm talking.
Rick Gervais?
Yeah.
Have you won a BAFTA?
Yeah, too.
All right, so just a little bit of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl, well, what have you won? What have you won?
I got a bronze certificate for doing a full week at school.
That's great.
It was only a bronze.
What's that then? 3 out of 5 days.
And I got me a little Crusaders badge, if you remember.
What's the little Crusaders badge?
The Crusaders badge for the religious club. So
was that the fella that you went and played ping pong ball? So they wanted to talk to you about God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a Crusaders badge, did you?
Yeah, that's why I went. That's why I joined. That's why I joined.
For the badge.
I like the little badge. Did 4 weeks and then packed it in. But we're talking about MTV, right? And I was feeling a bit nervous, wasn't I? About like, the way I look.
Right.
And what have you. And then I watched a bit of Celebrity Big Brother and all the fuss that Mark Owen's getting. And he's not that good looking, is he?
He's very. I want to be Mark Owen's mate. If anyone who knows Mark Owen or Mark Owen's listening, I want to be his mate. I think he's brilliant.
I think he's a nice lad. But what I'm saying is, right, all the girls go mad over him.
Yeah.
And he's not that good looking, is he?
Well, no, he's got. He's in a certain way, isn't he? That sort of non-threatening.
Yeah, but he's not stunning, is he? Do you know what I mean?
No, but no.
Well, what's your definition of a stunning?
Yeah.
Well,
who do you like?
Someone who you look at and you go, God, they're good.
Which bloke do you fancy?
What bloke do you think's attractive then?
So if I was into men.
Yeah.
In fact, you can still say a bloke's a good looker without fancying him.
Who do you think is attractive?
Probably. I mean, it depends what you're looking for.
No, just look. Just look. You think
there's different looks as well.
Of course, yeah. Who did you say was attractive? Who did you say was like stunning in your definition?
A good-looking lad.
Yeah.
Good-looking lad. Oh, look at him over there. He's.
Do you find, Robbie Williams? Do you find him attractive?
Boy next door. Look.
No. Who do you? Carl, hurry up, because it's we've only got 2 hours.
Probably. Do Do you know, I can't think of one offhand. Mark Owen is pretty good looking then, really.
What, there's not, just name one bloke that you think's an attractive guy. There must be one bloke that you've either met or that you've, seen in a pub or on a poster.
Tell you what.
Go on.
Tell you what. Works here. Young Alex Zane.
Well, we know, Alex, maybe we can fix you up.
Oh, I love you, Alex. Because you were on Zoe Ball show talking.
Oh, hello, what's going on here?
Well,
he was exclusively on our show.
No, I was in the car.
I seem to remember, Rick, he was a nobody
Yeah.
that got a chance to come on air and talk about that.
And guess
now
what
he's getting auditions for MTV.
Guess what he was talking about on Zoe's show?
Oh, hello.
All the jellyfish stuff and all that. About
Can't
getting
believe it. Recycling material that you've done on this show.
I phoned in, right, and I went, stop doing a material Zoe's boy. He just hung up on me.
Well, I had a job to do.
Who do you think you are? Your ego has just gone through the roof.
Hang on a minute.
What?
I had a job to do in the week. They asked me to drive the desk for Zoe, right?
They didn't say talk.
Zoe, if she talks to you, you can't just ignore her.
Yes, you can.
Well, you
Who
can't.
is she? Who does she think she is? You made a promise to us, a pact, that you were our kind of
monkey.
Yeah.
What can I do? If someone takes time off, I've got to do it. It's my job.
Yeah, but you don't
It's
have
not
to
your
talk.
job.
You don't have to use.
You're the head of production. We've given you this special gig. This is like taking you out weekends.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
if we find out you're getting too much excitement in the week, we'll have to just calm it down.
Well,
Get another little...
well, that's it now anyway. It was only last week.
I feel like kind of solid. I feel betrayed. It's like you were having an affair behind our back.
Yeah.
And you rumbled
He
it.
was doing all the stuff. He was doing all this like, oh yeah, jellyfish and this, jellyfish
Yeah, because
that.
she was asking, and I thought it was a good way of promoting this show, actually.
Oh, did you mention the show?
Yeah, I did at some point.
Did you? What did you say?
I just said more about that on Saturday afternoons.
So you talked twice. I only heard you talk once. So you're talking all the time.
Well, about 5 times in the week. In the full week, 5 times.
Deary me.
And one, it was just stuff.
You
that
could
they
never be a
did.
monk, could you? Chatting away all the time. Right, what have we got?
I blame Ball as well, to be honest. I feel Ball's slightly responsible for it.
Yeah.
She can't find her own, gibbon to get on the show. She can't find her own kind of, loser, then don't start stealing ours. Outrageous.
Well, coming up, right,
Yeah,
we've got
maybe
all-
we'll get Fatboy Slim in.
Indeed.
Next.
Yeah.
Saturday, if you're listening, Slim,
Yeah.
come in on the show.
What's his name? Ernie or something?
What's his name?
Norman.
Norman.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Ernie!
Yeah. I don't know.
That's great, Ernie Ball.
Yeah.
He wouldn't change his name.
Cook.
Ernie Cook, that's it, yeah. That's great.
Anyway,
Go
coming
on.
up today, we have got Educating Ricky.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Is this the last one? You've promised it might be.
I believe there's a book out that might help me with this feature, so we'll see how it goes. I was thinking of new features in the week. I've got, wanted to come up with, I wanted to do Celebrity Fact Club.
Celebrity Fact Club. All right.
That's, I've just got to get some celebrities in first before we can kick that off, so maybe in the new year.
Ball and
Maybe
Cook.
Zoe Ball, yeah.
Ball and Cook.
Yeah,
Start
yeah,
off.
Maybe, right. And I've also got,
Cook and Ball stories.
Yeah. That's nice.
good one.
Cheers. Thanks, Carl.
Yeah. Maybe you could sell that to Zoe's show.
And I'm also thinking Through the Ricky Hole.
Through the Ricky hole, okay.
What's that?
That's, I'm quite...
No, you just got the title again, haven't you? Yeah. Okay, play record.
So, Rockbuster's coming up as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Eminem, Lose Yourself on XFM 104.9 and Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
But not Karl Pilkington.
No, Carl, no.
He's
no.
gone back to Manchester, innit? It's better than London.
Yeah.
You don't know it. Manchester's better than London. Instead, Claire Sturgis.
Claire Sturgis round of applause for Claire, yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
posses.
Yeah, he's
I will-
coming there in sort of the camouflage gear, and is that quite trendy? Is that what the kids
Did
are
you know,
wearing
it's
now?
funny. Someone actually mentioned
Or
that
are
this
you on
morning.
manoeuvres?
Yeah,
I am
exactly.
actually,
Yeah.
taking time out this morning from what I normally do.
Sure.
I missed the second half, talking like that, of Celebrity Boot Camp.
I don't know what that
Coolio.
is. Is it?
The fella from Milli Vanilli.
What, the one that's not dead?
Eh?
No, the one that killed himself, Steve.
Okay. No, I just want to clarify for people. A lot of people don't realise that one of them is dead.
Right.
I thought it was important to mention it.
Actually, yeah, I didn't know.
I'll be honest with you, I hadn't thought it through.
No.
It was a piece of interesting Milli Vanilli trivia that I had, and I wanted to slip it in.
But it wasn't really trivia, because it was a question. You went, what? The one
Rick,
who's not
what
dead.
I'm saying, Rick, is I could have found a more tactful way of bringing up the death of one of Milli Vanilli, because I think there's a lot of people out there now upset. Maybe Claire
Actually,
didn't realise.
people who didn't know.
That's quite a shock. I didn't see. I mean, I should have sat people down.
Who died? Vanilli or Millie?
I think it was Millie.
No, it's Vanilli.
I don't know.
No, but I didn't know. I'm guessing. Actually, I'm guessing.
I'm not confusing Milli Vanilli and Scritti Pilly, because I mean that is a danger.
Oh no, you're thinking of the fellow out of Grumple Palumple. He was amazing.
He was amazing. It's a great shame that he topped
Grumple
himself.
Palumple, they're not around us. Anyway, cool. We've got some great tunes lined up. We're going to play today. Our favourite singles.
It's a favourite tune, some of which didn't quite make it as singles, maybe, but tunes of the year, because obviously Christmas very soon, and we'll be away for a short time. And,
I think next week we'll be doing our favourite Christmas songs of all time.
Yeah, I'm worried we're not going to fill 2 hours with that. I mean, how many times can you play Shakin' Stevens before
Fairy Tale of New York?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the only one, isn't it? Really,
that's the best one. That's the best Christmas song.
That one's good.
Ever.
But obviously, there's Joni Mitchell's "The River." That starts with a kind of Christmassy feel.
Beautiful.
I don't think if there's anything else. Not great deal.
The Waitresses, Christmas Wrapping.
Is that one?
Is that brilliant?
Mine.
Is that good?
Yeah.
So This Is Christmas, John Lennon. Paul McCartney came out with Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
Christmas time, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but so John's was Happy Christmas War is over.
Yeah.
Of course it wasn't, but
but I mean, at least he wanted
No,
to be.
he was dreaming of it. He was dreaming of it.
Yeah. And
bless him.
And to show how much
John Lennon's dead as well. I don't know if anyone's...
Yeah, no, they do.
That's just another bit of rock and roll
I
trivia.
like John's protest against war. He stayed in bed for a week.
Yeah.
I've been doing that. I've been protesting against war for ages.
Yeah.
I'm eating hamburgers
absolutely.
against war.
Absolutely.
I just go into Burger King on the way here. I went to the counter.
But of course, that's not product placement there. And there's a number of other burger joints that people may wish to go to if
I
they
often go to
choose.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
I often go to McDonald's. But I went into Burger King because it's close.
It's convenient. It's convenient, but then often McDonald's will be convenient.
Convenient. McDonald's is just convenient. Depends where you are.
Just as convenient depending where you are.
And I said, could I have a cheeseburger and small fries? Take away, please. And he recognised me. He went, I've seen you on telly enough, one. Yeah. He went, there's your meal. So I went, thanks. He winked and went, I'll put large fries in.
Brilliant.
So that's so it's paying off at last. True genius is being rewarded
but
by
just
the burger joints.
Because I mean, there's been a couple of times where I've been with you, and we've gone in a restaurant and someone's given you a free meal or whatever. It's the way that it's like you don't ask for it; it's just kind of offered. But I don't know what they're expecting in return.
Nothing.
I mean, do they think that you'll go away and you'll always think fondly of Chad who works in Burger King?
I just think they think, I don't know. They make.
I'm going to give him a little treat.
Yeah. I know, I don't like it, but then I'm always grateful, and I never.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm slightly embarrassed.
Did anyone around you hear what had happened?
No.
Because I imagine the resentment, just the whole room turning on you.
No, they didn't. I had to go around telling them. I said, excuse me, did you hear that? He goes, no. He just gave me the free thing because I'm on the telly. And I went, I don't recognise you. I went, you don't recognise me?
I'm terrified now that that someone could be listening at Burger King HQ. You know, I'm assuming this is an unorthodox procedure.
And that little fella's got fired.
Well, they know it's Leicester Square now because I just mentioned it. So they know which Burger King it is.
Oh, my God. I don't know.
What was his name?
Ralph Littleton. He had a name badge. Number 342.
Well, I just hope Littleton doesn't get in trouble.
So, what are we going to play?
That could be a sad Christmas for him. He's probably keeping his whole family afloat.
But it's Springsteen.
Well, tunes of the year. I mean, I know people dismiss Springsteen, but as I say, the gig I went to see earlier in the year, I made it in the end.
Just couldn't believe we were going to play Springsteen.
Brilliant. I just think, leave aside what you think is cool and trendy and the fact that he's older now or whatever else.
Really?
Just leave all that behind and just listen to the tunes because, he remains a great musician.
Lonesome Day?
Lonesome Day, it's the current single and it's the first track on the album.
Free chips.
Absolutely. It angered me that
is there a lot of cheap housing in Leeds? Would that ruined it for him?
But it just was. I assume maybe she was squatting or something. But it was like, and it just depressed me because it was like, not only is he homeless, but he's got a homeless girlfriend. But the homeless people are finding love.
Yeah.
White Stripes and their version of Jolene. What did you make of it, Rick?
I loved it. Good. I want to ask Karl a question though, because Karl sometimes in awe of this newfangled world that we live in. What do you think of the scenario? What do you think is going on there? Because it's a bloke singing to a woman, begging her not to take his man. What do you think's going on there?
Say again.
Well, that's a bloke there singing.
Yeah, to his wife Jolene.
Right. Were you listening to the lyrics, or?
You see, I got mixed up anyway. I thought it was about that one about the person who chucks himself off a bridge. So I was thinking more about that than listening to that one. So
right, listen.
Well, go on it.
Right. Jolene, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. You flaming locks of auburn hair, even though you can, don't. He's all I've got. You're a beautiful woman. Don't take my man, because I can't compete with you, right?
Yeah.
What do you think's going on there, though? Because, you know, it's Dolly Parton singing it. We know what's going on. They're fighting over the same man, aren't we?
Yeah.
What do you think's going on when a bloke's singing it to Jolene? What do you think of the scenario there?
That's one of them names, isn't it? That could be a bloke's name. It's like Leslie.
Oh, Christ. Okay, sorry, it was a...
I wish you'd not asked him that question. It's so exhausting.
Yeah.
This is the reason, because actors are often quite handsome people, but yet they're always quite obnoxious.
We are.
No, I mean, they're normally quite obnoxious, Rick. Again, you know, you're a good example of that. And yet, I think it must be the small man complex. That's what makes them so obnoxious and so kind of desperate for attention. Didn't realise it before.
Steady on.
Because, of course, I tower above everyone.
You do, don't you?
I'm, for people who don't know, who are listening, I'm 6'7" tall. That's high.
Yeah. And for people who've never seen him, he doesn't hold it well. It's not like he's a sort of handsome athlete, is it, Carl? He's a bit of a, what do you call him?
Carl, don't answer.
No.
Don't get drawn into that. You know the game he's playing.
No. Do you know yesterday when you were in the office?
Yeah.
You did a little move, and it reminded me of Blakey.
Oh, I hate you, Gervais. Oh, I hate you, Pilkington.
That's his stance.
Yeah, but even he held it a little bit better, didn't he? Because he was a man, you know. He had a big coat and everything, and a peak cap. But, yeah.
I can't believe you. Like, I've not suffered enough from being freakishly tall. Now, till my best buddies, live on radio, are just...
It's not just the height, though, is it? It's the posture and the face and everything.
But it's got your places, hasn't it?
No? What do you mean it's got me places?
I think people give you a bit more of a chance in your career and stuff, 'cause it's like...
What, yeah, stacking shelves? Because I can reach to a high level...
Muse, Plug-in Baby on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, go on.
Well, yeah, but I know you guys are laughing about the height thing, and for those that have only just tuned in, I am 6'7" tall, which is tall, and that's big, and I pride myself on it in a way. You know, I've worked hard, I've not smoked, I ate well, you know.
Yeah.
It's an accomplishment, but obviously I didn't have much involvement in it, I just am. And it's a curse, because mainly the problem is that you can't get stuff, you can't get clothes, you can't get shoes, you know.
Yeah, he's size 14 feet.
Yeah, but it is genuine, and I don't know, I mean, it costs a lot to buy a pair of size 14 shoes, and if you were genuinely poor, I don't know how you'd afford to be tall, because the clothing costs more, everything costs more.
I've seen this in comics, that you'd actually go to school in a barrel.
Wearing a barrel.
With just braces, it'd just be a barrel, and you'd have sort of flip-flops, and you'd take a mule with you. They all had a mule, didn't they, the poor people?
People always think, like you'll be in a pub or something, and people just think they can talk to you about it. They just think, hey, you lanky, it's just like, because it's like they
But that really annoys you, doesn't it?
Well, it annoys me because it's like they think I should be proud of it. Like,
well, exactly, but they don't think that this is not a disadvantage, this is not a disability, is it? You're taller than most people. It might get
disability.
No, if you were 8'3", it'd be slightly disabilitating, you would, but...
Disabilitating?
What?
Disabilitating? Yeah. No, you're a medical man, aren't you? But, no, the point is, it's a disabilitating because when you go on public transport, like if you're on a coach...
yeah.
The only place I can sit on a coach is that seat...
On the driver's lap.
Either on the driver's lap or that seat at the very end, you know, which sits into the I.
Yeah.
That's the only place I can sit.
Well, you stand up,
some sort of kids at the back waving at drivers.
You could drive it from the back.
Here he comes, watch it.
Were you a tall baby? Oh,
Mr. and Mrs. Merchant, you've given birth to a basketball player. Look at his dribble already. Were you a tall baby? Babies aren't tall.
Oh, at what point did you suddenly, like, Jesus, nothing fits me?
Well, it didn't happen overnight, Carl.
Let's do a little graph. How tall were you at 5?
Oh, I don't know. 3 foot.
3 foot. How tall were you at 12?
6 foot.
6. What are you really?
I don't know, do I? How do I remember? I don't remember this.
Well, when did teachers start calling you freak boy and lanky?
They didn't. It wasn't
Didn't they?
So much. It was no.
You went to a funny school. I went bowling with him once. So I'd never been bowling before, and he'd been once before. And he went, let's go to this we went to a bowling alley, right? And you have to wear these special shoes. Now they're sort of like
pointed things anyway, and they're multicoloured, sort of red and green. They look pretty weird. And the woman said to me, "Oh, what size?" I said, "Oh, 8." She went, "Yeah." "So what size are you?" He went, 14. She went, 14. He went, "You probably haven't got them." She goes, "Yeah, I think we have got one pair." And she put them on the table, and it was like Krusty the Clown. And I just started laughing. They looked so long, and he had to run round this bowling alley in these freaky clown shoes.
But they don't look freaky clown like when I'm wearing them, because the rest of me is in proportion to it.
It looked like a little wall bracket.
Carl, I got a little email via my agent sent from someone here, okay, sent from someone at XFM, okay, and I won't say it was, she just said, I thought this might be good for Ricky to use on Saturday, and obviously what happened is Suzanne has sent you an email in the week, it was Wednesday, and you've returned it, but I think you've returned it to the wrong email address. You returned it to someone here who, of course, immediately forwarded it to my agent for ridicule on the show. Don't panic, it's nothing that bad, okay? It's an email from Suzanne talking about your tea that night. Was Suzanne out on Wednesday night?
Was the an England game or something?
Yeah. So you were alone. You were home alone, were you, Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your meal? Was it a quiche?
Go on.
Right. From Suzanne to Carl. Take the quiche and put it on the baking tray. Cook for 30 minutes on 190. Take lettuce and put on plate. Take 3 tomatoes, wash and chop into quarters. Place on lettuce. Take an avocado, chop in half. Remove the stone. Peel skin and slice. Place on salad. Put salt and pepper on and a dribble of olive and balsamic vinegar dressing. Right? In brackets, small bottle behind the cafetiere. Right, in case he's reaching for bleach.
Yeah.
That's it. She had to put everything else away. Right? Then sprinkle a smidge of parmesan on top. Remove quiche from oven, cut into quarters and put on plate. Eat.
Oh, wow. Does she have to do that every single time she's out?
No, it's just that I'm not that good at cooking, right? And to be honest, that was a lot of hard work. I didn't bother warming it up. And I did without the avocado.
Why?
Too much messing about.
He didn't even do that with instructions. It was too much.
But yeah, I'm not that good at cooking. And
That's not cooking though, is it, Carl? That's
heating up
slicing.
a quiche. That's good. Cooking it is making the quiche.
Yeah, but I'm just.
Could you have figured that out if she hadn't left that note for you?
Why did she have to tell you what the olive oil and balsamic vinegar was?
Because I've put sort of cooking oil on my food once, and I said, oh, it's a bit. It's ever since, right? Years ago.
I'm gonna die.
Years ago,
leaving Mr. Magoo at home.
It was ever since I put sausages in the toaster that.
What do you mean?
I nearly set the flat on fire. Because do you know, like when you're grilling food in a pan and all that?
Yeah.
Sort of sausages spit and it goes everywhere, doesn't it? And it makes everywhere greasy.
In the toaster.
So I thought, well, just want to warm them up.
Yeah.
Bung them in the toaster.
Yeah.
What happened?
And she sort of caught. Well,
they got stuck and they got caught on fire. I imagine.
She came in just as I was sort of plunging it, and Matty came in from work. Said, "What are you doing? I said, "I'm in sausages." Well, the oven isn't on. I know they're in here. What? You turn it off? Panicking and that. But I've never been into it. I've never been into cooking and that. At school and stuff, I didn't bother doing it.
Oh, every time Suzanne comes home, she must think, please be the house still there.
Yeah.
Please not let me hear a fire engine as I come round this corner. Oh, God. She comes and goes, oh, God, thank God. I bet she's always happy to see you when she gets home and you haven't burned the place down or introduced some howler monkeys or something. Unbelievable.
What I find extraordinary is there are people who are in sort of care in the community who don't need instructions on how to prepare food.
Oh, they do. They can do it. Yeah, you show them once.
Yeah,
they do. Whatever you do, don't put sausages in the toaster, Johnny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they've
don't,
learnt it.
They don't put sausages in the toaster.
Yeah. What is it? They put their fingers in. But, yeah.
Carl, I got a little email via my agent sent from someone here, okay, sent from someone at XFM, okay, and I won't say it was, she just said, I thought this might be good for Ricky to use on Saturday, and obviously what happened is Suzanne has sent you an email in the week, it was Wednesday,
and you've returned it, but I think you've returned it to the wrong email address. You returned it to someone here who, of course, immediately forwarded it to my agent for ridicule on the show. Don't panic. It's nothing that bad. Okay. It's an email from Suzanne talking about your tea that night. Was Suzanne out on Wednesday night?
Was the an England game or something?
Yeah. So you were alone. You were home alone, were you, Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your meal? Was it a quiche?
Go on.
Right. From Suzanne to Karl. Take the quiche and put it on the baking tray. Cook for 30 minutes on 190. Take lettuce and put on plate. Take 3 tomatoes, wash and chop into quarters. Place on lettuce. Take an avocado, chop in half. Remove the stone. Peel skin and slice. Place on salad. Put salt and pepper on and a dribble of olive and balsamic vinegar dressing. Right? In brackets, small bottle behind the cafetiere. Right, in case he's reaching for bleach.
Yeah.
That's it. Should have put everything else away. Right? Then sprinkle a smidge of parmesan on top. Remove quiche from oven, cut into quarters and put on plate. Eat.
Oh, wow. Does she have to do that every single time she's out?
No, it's just that I'm not that good at cooking, right? And to be honest, that was a lot of hard work. I didn't bother warming it up. And I did without the avocado.
Why?
Too much messing about.
He didn't even do that with instructions. It was too much.
But yeah, I'm not that good at cooking. And
Did you genuinely? That's not cooking though, is it, Karl? That's
heating up a
slicing.
quiche. That's cooking. It is making the quiche.
Yeah, but I'm just.
Could you have figured that out if she hadn't left that note for you?
Why did she have to tell you what the olive oil and balsamic vinegar was?
Because I've put sort of cooking oil on my food once, and I said, oh, it's a bit. It's ever since, right? Years ago.
I'm gonna die.
Years ago,
leaving Mr. McGill at home.
It was ever since I put sausages in the toaster that.
What do you mean?
I nearly set the flat on fire. Because do you know, like when you're grilling food in a pan and all that?
Yeah.
Sort of sausages spit and it goes everywhere, doesn't it? And it makes everywhere greasy.
In the toaster.
So I thought, well, just want to warm them up.
Yeah.
Bung them in the toaster.
Yeah.
What happened?
And she sort of caught. Well,
they got stuck and they sort of caught on fire. I imagine.
She came in just as I was sort of plunging it, and Matty came in from work. Said, "What are you doing? I said, I'm in sausages." Well, the oven isn't on. I know they're in here. What? You turn it off? Panicking and that. But I've never been into it. I've never been into cooking and that at school and stuff. I didn't bother doing it.
Oh, every time Suzanne comes home, she must think, please be the house still there.
Yeah.
Please not let me hear a fire engine as I come round this corner. Oh, God. She comes and goes, oh, God, thank God. I bet she's always happy to see you when she gets home and you haven't burned the place down or introduced some howler monkeys or something. Unbelievable.
What I find extraordinary is there are people who are in sort of care in the community who don't need instructions on how to prepare food.
Oh, they do. They can do it. Yeah, you show them once.
Yeah,
they do. Whatever you do, don't put sausages in the toaster, Johnny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they've learnt it.
They don't put sausages in the toaster.
Yeah. What do they put their fingers in? But, yeah.
That's what they're waiting for, is the Rockbuster dancers.
That's right.
Right.
Okay, give us the clue, give us the answer.
Right then, first one.
Hurry up, because we haven't got long for monkey news.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. First one. There's a vehicle over there that's
it's changed.
Selling kebabs.
Oh, it's changed. Go on.
Initial D.
Yeah, what is it?
That was Donovan.
Okay.
All right, yeah, okay.
Yeah. That
Good.
worked.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Second
That's a
one.
real clue.
Well, they got it, like they always do, so they're always real clues. Second one. You're asked if you want that bit of the egg, right? You think about it, then you decide against it.
I think I know this one. What was the initial again?
Y-O.
Is this John Lennon's wife, Yoko Ono?
Yeah, that's right.
I think that was her name, Yoko Ono, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Yoko Ono. It was Yoko Ono.
No, you've got it wrong. You're thinking about it. You're asked if you want a bit of the egg.
Yeah.
You go, yolk. You think about it. Oh no.
Oh, so you say it twice, you stutter. So
No,
it's
no.
Yolk, oh no.
No, you didn't
No, her
wrong.
name's Yoko Ono, though.
Yeah, Yoko Ono. Listen to the clue again.
Okay, no. So what you say is, do you want this bit of the egg? You think, oh, the other bit. No. Yolk. Oh no.
That's
Yolk.
right.
Oh no. Yolk. Oh no. Yolk. Oh no. Oh, yolk. Yeah, go on, brilliant. Yeah, okay, yeah, yolk. No, yeah, go on.
Works perfect.
Next. Yeah.
And the last one was.
Your point was more that weren't you interested in why swearing people find it offensive?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because that seems obvious to me.
Because you were saying yesterday that you never understood why people find it offensive, weren't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
But I know.
Well, carry on.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying to you, why you can't do it on the radio, because people find it offensive for some reason. I don't agree with it, but some people do.
Yeah.
I'm saying everyone swears.
Bleep it out, I would.
Well,
Bleep it out. Bleep it out, that's my theory.
But you say that everyone swears. Not everyone does swear. I don't know why you've got this in your head that everyone swears.
I'm convinced everyone.
What? Everyone? Like, religious people, religious leaders?
Jesus. I bet Jesus swore.
Right. What's your evidence for that?
No, I'm just thinking, things are better now than they were back then, right?
Right.
He's wandering about in his sandals getting pebbles stuck in there and stuff, and that's annoying. Nails in his hand, that must have hurt. What I'm saying is...
That's offensive.
No, it's not though.
That's blasphemous.
No, but what I'm...
Don't laugh at the crucifixion. Play a record.
I'm not laughing at that though.
That is terrible.
I'm just saying...
No, you can email in, if you want a complaint, Karl.
Yeah?
.pilkington@xfm.co.uk.
Wasn't offensive though, I'm just saying it's a fact. When you stub your little toe, you let out a little effing and jeffing.
And what do you think he is? Yes, an effing and jeffing. So the kind of ancient Hebrew version of effing and jeffing.
Ooh.
It's like...
I know. Once, right, I was talking about this in the week actually, we had this, teacher, and he must have been sort of 60 then, right? And we're all about sort of like 12. We had to do French. You had to put your thing on the booth, and it was I told you something. Le chat est and all that, right? And répété, cats on the wall, right? He'd repeat it in French, and of course everyone was going F. Just for fun. And he heard this, and he listened back to all of them, and he realised and he went mental. He went, I don't believe this! Do you know how much these cost? He was going mad, and he was going red and bursting, like Karl was earlier, and it was like, I can't stand this anymore. Anyway, he picked up an exercise book, he said, look at this exercise book! Look! And, I won't say the kid's name, he went, so-and-so, look, oh look, he's put, and I'll change his name, Smithers. He went, oh look, he's put Smithers in shit. Oh, he goes, he's got Clever on this side. He's put Smithers in the lump of shit. That's good, right? And he went berserk. He went, oh look, he's drawn a picture of a penis with wings, and he's written underneath Dicky Bird. He went, is that clever? He went, do you want me to put a piece of paper up so you can come and write swear words and draw ladies' genitals all day? And I went, like that laugh. He went, I'm glad you think it's funny, Mr. Gervais. And he stormed out.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And did he ever come back?
No, but we put the bit of paper up for him and said, look what we've done, you sir. That's a fanny. Yeah. There's some knobs. Good. Just talking earlier about teachers, weren't they? Have you got any amusing anecdotes about teachers or anything around that subject?
I didn't go to school that much.
Go on.
When I did, it was, I was telling Suzanne about it the other day how she goes out with me now and she thinks I'm great. She's lucky what she's got. So. No, she's done well.
Yeah.
Right? But I was the sort of kid who she would have hated at school because I never had like a pen.
Oh, yeah, I know what sort you are. Never a pencil case or any stuff?
I'd start off the term, I would, and have like, a brand new carrier bag with my stuff in.
Brand new carrier bag,
classy.
And,
well, you got to have somewhere to put the stuff you've nicked from Woolworths in, haven't you?
Right, so that'd be there, but then by the time, like, a couple of weeks down, I'd put my pen down, I would have lost it, and then I'm sort of going around saying, can I borrow a pen?
You didn't try sticking it up your nose, it's not still lodged up there.
It's not, no. But the funny thing with, like, you were talking about teachers and stuff.
Were you disruptive? Were you a disruptive kid? Were
not
you
really.
Causing trouble?
No, not really.
He wouldn't cause trouble. He was terrified of the boss here, isn't he?
No, it's not that. It's just that, what's the point in winding people up? I find it quite annoying if people do that. So I don't wish it up on anyone else.
Why do you wind Steve up then?
Sometime? I don't wind him up.
You do. You have done, but no, come on, let's not argue. We're getting on well then. Come on, Karl.
And like the teachers, because I'd lived on this estate, right? Loads of stuff used to get nicked and go missing and what have you.
Blackboards,
and their way, like the telly and the video,
really?
and stuff like that, and the projector thing and all that. So the way they used to try and find it, right? My little conspiracy because you know I'm good at them.
Yeah,
What they used to do is set your own work and say, right, draw like a bird's eye view of your house. Right? But draw everything you've got in your house in it as well. So if you've got, I don't know, if you've got anything in the loft, make sure you draw it.
Right. So kids would come in with overhead projectors.
Well, that was the idea, I think, behind
guns.
it.
Yeah.
They were
and the aircraft guns in the shed.
So the picture you did for your home, presumably
got nothing from me.
Nothing.
I didn't do it.
I'm not. He used to hand it in empty house. I'm not a grass.
Yeah.
And nor the illegal immigrants living in the kitchen.
Just a picture of your Auntie Nora.
Yeah. What's that? Is that? Have you been stealing tennis balls?
Yeah.
No, that's not a split tennis ball. That's my Auntie Nora's.
But what about all the stuff? Didn't you have to draw all the stuff that your father had nicked? All the stuff, you know.
Listen. With that theory, actually, right? Do you know how I've said before about babies, right?
Yeah.
But like little old people.
Yeah.
There was,
no. Another of the great theories.
No, the fact that, you know, you're born and you sort of, you know, you got no teeth, you got a little bald head, you can't control your bodily functions and that.
Sure.
Then you get to like...
Sorry, you're describing yourself?
Yeah, I was saying, you've got a dangerous ground,
I'm just saying, that's how you're born.
Yeah.
Then you get to about 70 or whatever.
Yeah.
All that starts to happen again, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, there was a story in America about, just backing this up again, 70-year-old fella...
70-year-old fella, okay.
Little bald head.
Yeah.
Right? Probably no teeth. And that.
Probably, yeah.
Nappy and that, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Goes into...
Not 70-year-olds, but pop the old nappy on your 70th birthday, take your teeth out.
Goes into an off-licence to get some beer. Doesn't get served because they didn't think he was old enough.
Right. Okay. Right, okay.
Wait.
Carl's back.
Wait a minute,
No,
sorry. So they thought he was a giant baby that had walked into an off-licence.
Weird, isn't it?
Steve, forget it.
Carl, please. I need Carl to answer.
No, that's the story, but it's weird, isn't it? That's what I'm saying, it just backed up
The
my
guy in an
argument.
off-licence thought that a giant baby had waddled into an off-licence.
70-year-old wrinkled baby in an overcoat, sucking Werther's Original, smoking a pipe and going, I can't believe it.
We were talking about depressing news, right? And with that kid and what have you.
Yeah.
You see that thing in the week, there was 3 bits of depressing news, right? There was one, an old woman who swallowed a fork.
An old woman who swallowed a fork?
Yeah, did you see
She's
that?
dead, the dork.
An old woman swallowed a fork, so what did she swallowed a spoon?
Why did she, yeah, everyone knows she swallowed a spoon. Yeah, when she swallowed a spoon.
What's her name? She, swallowed a cockroach. Right.
Sorry, whoa, is this the old rhyme now?
Is this a rhyme that you've got slightly wrong?
No,
You've changed dog for fork.
This is the truth, is it? This is what you read?
Oh, no, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, never confuse the two. This is what you read on a spurious website some mentalist
no, hang on, sorry,
emailed you.
just before you move on from that, there was an old woman who swallowed a cockroach.
Yeah.
And in order to get the cockroach out, she swallowed a fork?
It doesn't rhyme, but it's good.
She tries to get it out.
With a fork?
She went, what I forgot? I'm thinking she's in a kitchen.
Yeah.
That'll do. She grabs that, she tries to get it out, and she lets go of it. And it goes,
swallows a fork?
Yeah, It was in the paper.
The terrible thing was, it was a gardening fork. it was awful, you know. Or is that stupid? That'd be stupid if it was a gardening fork, wouldn't it?
I'll tell you what annoys me though, because I remember years ago, do you know Dr. Steele?
Do I know Dr. Steele?
Yeah, on, he does... Is he
a superhero?
The one on Richard and Judy.
Right, what's he, a psychiatrist or the resident doctor?
He just pops in and...
Is that the sort of like the suave sort of...
He's not that smart.
I know the one
He's
you mean,
just a normal doctor fella.
Sure.
And, yeah, this was like in the 90s, and Richard and Judy said, we got the doctor in again today. We're looking at things that, you know, have been inside people. And there's this one, right? Fella comes on, with an X-ray.
Yeah.
It's sat on a pint glass.
It's sat on a pint glass?
Yeah.
That's what...
He hadn't had it.
It's sat on a pint glass.
I remember that story that was published about the bloke, and this is the excuse he gave to a doctor when he had to go and have something removed. It was a bottle of sort of HB sauce or something up his... what word can we say in case sound resistance?
You don't need to, you know, people know what you're saying.
Okay.
Right.
Rectum. Is that all right?
No, you didn't need to say it, but...
Well, no, he might as well. It's a medical term, isn't it? Doctors say rectum, don't they?
Anyway.
So the doctor got it out, and the excuse he said he'd been shopping, been to Safeways, he brought his shopping home, and he popped the shopping on the front step, and he realised he's locked himself out. So he started to shimmy up the drain pipe, but his trousers and pants fell down while he was climbing, and he slipped and fell on the HB sauce bottle, right? And that was the note thing, right? And the doctor had put at the bottom on his notes, this would be somewhat more believable if Safeway sold their HP sauce with condoms already attached.
Wow. Well,
God. Why did he put a condom on it?
No idea.
To use it again on his chips. So he didn't just buy it to have a quick, you know.
Yeah.
He thought, well, I don't want to waste HP sauce.
Sure.
I mean, I use it up the arse, then I put it on the chips.
Safe sauce. I always practice safe sauce. Always have safe sauce. Used to work for a magazine when I lived in Bristol, and I remember the editor said to me once. He said, "Oh, we got half a page to fill. Do the usual. Phone up a hotel and ask them what the weirdest objects they've ever found left behind in a hotel room are." This was something they did every year. They just they would phone up the local hotel, and I found out. I can only remember 2 of them, but they have stuck in my mind. These were found. I think it was the Marriott Hotel in Bristol. Yeah. They were found by cleaners. A chicken.
A live chicken?
Yeah, a live chicken in a hotel room. And that was just left behind. And, a false leg. I mean, I don't know who leaves behind a false leg. I mean, presumably you'd notice if you didn't have your false leg, because you'd be lying on the floor. But I just remember, well, yeah, I don't know where else you'd find those 2 objects, except perhaps Paul McCartney's farm. I've always thought to myself, who left behind a false leg?
Maybe the chicken pecked it off.
Yeah, well, possibly.
The person with it just like went and goes, so much different, I keep falling over.
Yeah.
I don't know why, and where's my chicken?
Yeah.
She probably called later and said, did the cleaners find chicken and false leg? I'll check.
Yeah. Remember this particular hot feature? We basically ask Karl some of the questions that are asked of a white van driver in the sun. They always have this on Saturday afternoons. Anyway, here's the first one. They're not fascinating, Karl, but I'm just interested on your take, really.
Yeah.
What do you make of Cilla Black quitting Blind Date after her husband sent a message from beyond the grave? Are you familiar with the story?
I didn't know that. What's that?
She went to see a medium, and supposedly her husband passed on information through the medium, which was incredibly vague, but persuaded her to quit live on air.
Well, it's about time, isn't it? If even dead people are saying, enough's enough. But I'll tell you what, though, talking about ghosts and that, do you know how I'm into them?
Yeah.
Right? How weird do you think this is, right?
Well, it's not true. Before you say it, play a record.
No, go on. Go on.
Right, it's this woman. I don't even know if it's ghost, really. It's just a bit weird.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
There's this woman, and she's not a woman, she's a kid.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. She's walking down, like, a street in her area. It's a nice day and everything. Everything's normal. She's walking down, and a woman comes up, cycling past, right? The woman on the bike looks at the kid, absolutely terrified, right? Got a really scary face on her.
Yeah.
The kid's thinking, why is she doing that?
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, she thinks nothing of it, goes, I think she was playing in the park or whatever, goes and has a nice day. About 15 years later...
Oh, right, yeah.
She's, I don't know, I think she was going to work, right, on a bike.
She was riding her own bike?
Riding her own bike. Cycling down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Looks at the kid. That's the thing that happened, like, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
It's her on the bike looking at her as a kid.
Right. Not another child.
No. So it's her. She's seen herself.
Karl? I mean, I don't know where to start.
Firstly, where's this information come from?
But, I mean, why do you ever... I mean, I don't know what part of that you think can be true. I mean, honest, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. What are you talking about?
Bit weird, though, isn't it?
But it's not true.
It didn't happen. Nothing happened like that.
She said it did.
Well, she's wrong.
She said she saw herself.
She saw herself as a kid, didn't she?
Did she carry on riding
and as an adult when she was a kid.
Did she stop and talk to herself, or did she ride on by and think, that's a bit weird, there's me as an 8-year-old. I won't stop, I'll be late for work.
Yeah, if I'm late again, the boss said he'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
and where is this information? Did it happen to someone you know?
No.
You overheard it on the bus?
No, it was in the 14 Times.
We've had a lot of emails saying, could you bring back White Van Karl?
Oh, yeah.
Which is that section of the show where we ask the questions that the Sun asks
someone else.
Random punters of Karl. But sadly, recently, they've got very politicised and very kind of, basically a little bit depressing. So there's not really anything appropriate. But I have trawled the papers looking for other questions posed in other sections of the Sun.
Good idea.
I was just looking here at the Dear Deirdre section, which is the sort of problem page. I don't know what your views are on this.
I'd love to see Karl. Oh, God, can we get him a job? Just ask. Oh, my God, that would be amazing. Right?
Well, here's one. I'd like to see your view on this, Karl. I'm a happily married 42-year-old woman with 4 kids, yet I've developed a huge crush on pop star Darius Dinesh.
Yeah.
It sent my hormone levels through the roof, and last night I woke my husband up at 4 a.m. for sex. We've been married for 20 years and he can't believe his luck. Recently I've been having...
I want to go to I'll stop you there. Why are you telling me? Right, carry on. Sorry.
Recently, I've been having erotic thoughts about Darius morning, noon and night. Yeah. I haven't felt like this since I was a teenager and mad about Donny Osmond. My husband is amazed at the change in me. We had sex twice last night and again this morning.
Again? Why are you telling me this? Yeah, go on.
He's just boasting. This is not a problem. It's not a problem.
What's the problem? No problem. Just wanted to tell someone. Thanks very much.
I watched Darius on TV last night, and when my husband came home, I dragged him into the kitchen and we made mad, passionate love. Right, they did it then, twice last night, once this morning. That's 4 times. 5 times she's mentioned it so far.
Yeah.
She's doing all right. My husband, this is a great bit. My husband thinks it might be his new moustache. Or that I'm going through the menopause, but I know
You were thinking of growing a moustache?
I was thinking
of changing luck with the ladies?
I love the idea. That's what he thinks it is. He's telling his mates in the pub.
You should grow with these.
The old Tom Selleck.
5 times in the last 24 hours.
Hooray for sexy Darius. So, what do you make of that then? What are your views on that?
Hold on though. If that bloke is reading that paper, that narrows it down a bit.
It's got to be, yeah.
Who else did he know? His wife likes Darius. He's had sex 5 times that night, and he grew a new moustache. He's thinking, I wonder if that's me.
Maureen.
Yeah, go on.
But what's your concern? Because I'll tell you what her problem is. She's worried that, the reason that she's now kind of overly excited and she's having this great sex with her husband is because she's actually fantasising about someone completely different, younger. She's having these wayward thoughts, isn't she? She's a bit concerned about that. What's your concern? What are your thoughts?
I reckon she's going to start shoplifting soon and coming out in hot flushes. Go on.
Just, they're both happy, aren't they? He's getting what he wants. She's happy. I'd say, yeah, whatever, get on with it.
Do you think that she should confess? She wants to be honest with him.
I wouldn't, because not that many fellas like Darius.
Right.
So if you're sort of thinking, oh, she'd rather have him than me, I don't
What do you think Darius would think of this?
He'd probably be happy with that. I mean,
what would you do if you got loads of phone calls, right, from women going, Karl, whenever you're on the radio, I just have to do it. I just have to do it. Your voice makes me...
I'd say, all right, well, it's all right. I'd be happy with that.
Would you?
Yeah. I mean, just in case anyone is doing that.
What would you do to sort of like egg them on a little bit to help them out? What do you think?
What sexy things would you say?
What do you think is your quality? What do you think people would find, pretty horny about you? Is it your sort of mank wine, do you think, that?
Good evening, Steve. I've got some here brought in. It's just a normal soup. It's Rooster's Pride. What flavour soup's that, Steve?
Oh, I know you brought that in. It's all it's a genuine article and it's cock soup. Can I have a close look at that? Maybe there's some more humour I can draw.
What, you want a closer look at my cock soup?
Just a cock soup. It says here, delicious, appetising. 3 to 4 servings.
You know what I'm thinking of when you're talking about the soup?
I'm thinking of innuendo.
I'm just thinking of a man's cock.
Penises, yeah. Let me just...
It's the darkness.
Right.
This is going to be so annoying.
No, it's not, honestly.
Well, it is, because you're going to think it's science and it's going to be trite.
Alright, well...
Go on.
Right, little story first, right? There's this funeral, right? And this girl was at a funeral.
Same funeral?
Yeah.
Right.
It was a mother's funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Right? She met this fella who she didn't know, right? But she thought this fellow who she met was amazing. She didn't know him, right? But she thought he was brilliant, right? Like a dream fella.
Right.
And she fell in love with him, right? But never asked for his number, his phone number, right? And she couldn't find him. Now, a few days later, the girl killed her own sister. Right?
Yes.
Question is, why did she do that?
Okay, well, it's one of those stupid things then, isn't it? So it's not logic. It's what am I thinking?
No, it's not. So it's a proper, it's a proper mental
logic.
test. It's a proper mental test.
A mental test. It is a bit mental.
So you understand the story, yeah?
I kind of. Let me just get it right. So there's a funeral. A girl goes to the funeral of her mother.
Yeah.
She meets the guy, or she
meets the guy at the funeral.
She meets the bloke.
He looks all right. I fancy a bit of that.
Right.
Has a chat with him.
Yeah.
But doesn't get his name, doesn't get a phone number or anything.
So to cut a long story short, the things are asked, right? So the reason she kills her own sister, is this something to do with finding out something about the man she met?
Well, just answer the thing. Just, why did
okay then. I'll answer it then. She went mental. He was a spy called Derek. What do you mean, just answer it?
Anyway, I'm testing Steve.
Right, well, she killed her own sister because her sister had stolen some money from her and was sleeping with her husband.
Is that it?
Well, I don't know.
It's an answer. What's the answer on the paper? So,
well, come on, what is...
Come on!
Well, the answer is...
No, an answer is...
that she was hoping that the guy would appear at the funeral again. He'd go to the funeral.
Right, that's not a proper psychological test. It's one of those stupid little shitty things. It's like a man goes into a field and dies. Why? His parachute didn't open. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm surprised you learn anything.
I love that. Romeo and Juliet. Oh, Juliet's a fish.
It said she was hoping that the guy would appear again at the funeral. If you answered this correctly, you think like a psychopath. This was a test by a famous fella, right, who used it on killers, and most of the killers got the answer right.
Did you also think that? Was that the answer that you gave when you first read it?
No, I didn't know. But I wondered what you would have got.
Good, so that's proof I'm not a psychopath.
Yeah, but that's the point, but it's a psychological test for looking at something very, very specific.
What's up with that?
Well, what was the best that could happen? That he'd got it right, so he is a psychopath.
What annoys me is you're not happy with that test, but before you wasted 3 minutes trying to balance a pear on my head. What were you getting out of that?
Let's play a song and have some money.
Joe Jackson. Is she really going out with him on XFM? Right, it's the time that most people, I imagine, have been waiting for. Monkey news.
Play the jingle.
Okay. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right.
Come on. Come on.
Should be ready, Carl.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's like Nicholas Witchell. The bomb. No, that's not the first. Come on!
No, it's always difficult, isn't it, to sort of find something that's good each week, right? Last week, we did the chimp.
It is for us, yeah.
We had the chimps who were running a health spa.
Yeah.
Right. We've covered the one who nicked a car to go on to Spain.
Yep.
To sort his future out.
All shite.
The hairdresser, I think we've done that one, the little monkey hairdresser. This week, we're looking at monkeys, that they're using... Do you know, like monkeys, they know how, like...
I've lost the will to live, Steve.
Oh, well, I don't want to do it. Right?
Well, come on, come on.
What are monkeys good at?
What are monkeys good at?
Yeah.
Well, running small businesses, cutting people's hair, and driving cars.
Yeah, they love Spain.
Oh, and foiling bank robberies.
Yeah, they're great.
Well, something else they're good at, right, is like weighing up the situation.
Oh, God!
If you stick them in a field with loads of, like, obstacles on it, right, they're good at sort of, I can get over that, and I climb over that, I'll swing from there to there, that sort of thing, right?
Okay.
So the people in charge of somewhere, I've thought...
somewhere!
Come on. I've thought we can use that skill, right? What? And what they've done is they've got a load of little monkeys, right? They've given an IQ test.
Yeah.
And the ones that score above 80, right?
Get to produce this show next week.
Join the army.
Right. How do they join the army and what do they do?
They just, what they do is they set little obstacle courses up for them. They do that. They do a cross-country run. They do, the
cross-country run?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once they've done all that, they make them a little uniform, made to measure little uniform.
Slightly longer arms, shorter legs than usual, yeah.
Yeah. And, basically then they taught how to use a gun and that sort of thing.
Yeah, of course they are. You're talking rubbish again.
This came through literally, pretty late on, so...
So you've not had a chance to incorporate all the facts, as usual?
Just have a look.
Right, it's the bit I'm looking for is, well, A, why are they doing it? Why are they doing it?
Yeah.
Why do we need monkeys in the army? And secondly, why are we giving them guns? I'll just check to see if any of that...
I love that we only let gays in recently.
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Just have a look.
I can't read it. There's too much pressure.
It's rubbish. But it's rubbish. They don't get it. Again, it's the way that there are things there are animal cores, right? There are horses, there are dolphins, sea lions. There are lots and lots of animals in the army, but they don't have to pass an obstacle test as such, and they're not taught to fire guns. You straight away assumed that there's going to be loads of squads of men and then just one little monkey in the middle. Like, he came second on the test. He's in, boys.
What do you think, Steve? You've read it?
Well, as ever, Carl, this is an arbitrary email sent by one of our listeners. You know what Ricky and I think of them. and so we're not really basing this on hard evidence. We're basing it on the ramblings of one of our listeners.
Rubbish. Once again, lazy, rubbish, uncorroborated, nonsense. The stupid test that you got wrong.
Rick, that sounds like monkey news to me.
I told you before about buying presents. Did
those gloves have your name sewn in them? And a piece of string that ran over the back of your duffel coat.
I've never been into getting presents and that. I had the problem at that Christmas one, that time with the Victoria Plum.
Yeah, we'd hate that. We'd hate to bring that back.
We've done that.
Because you talked about the book, because it's kind of to do with your dad, isn't it? He's a very bad gift buyer, was that the problem?
Well, yeah, my dad just wouldn't bother. It was my mum who sort of made an effort, and she sort of worked out half of what I wanted, then she left it to me dad to get it off someone, see if he could get one cheap or whatever.
I love the fact that usually people talk about, like, drinking heavily or violent abuse, right? Yeah. But here's what he's been left with and scarred with from parents is bad gift buying.
Yeah, and that's the Victoria Plum incident.
In the greater scheme of things in the world, that's not a bad thing to have, is it?
Right, there was this, this is what it's like about getting presents and stuff, right? With my mum and dad.
Go on.
My mate, Colin, right? Colin Bailey.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
He had a little Sinclair Spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Computer, which was like the thing to have at that time, right? Yeah. Used to always go round to his house. The deal was...
Not the one you had to play through the window because you weren't allowed to.
No, that's another lad.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is a different lad. And the deal was, he came to our house and my mum gave him a pie. And then I'd go round to his and I'd stay there for a few hours playing, Hungry Horace and stuff like that on it.
Sure.
Right? Now, my mum and dad knew that I really wanted one of these computers, right? So I waited about a year, came round to Christmas Day, I thought, I reckon might have one. Turned out they bought me the wrong one. They bought me a ZX81 instead of a Spectrum, right? And Christmas Day, I'm there trying to load the games up, it's not working, I'm thinking, what's wrong, right? And the thing with me, when I was a kid, I used to get quite sort of agitated.
This is the moment.
Right? I found out that it needed a RAM pack to make it work. Right? Looking in the thing and it's saying, and make sure you put your RAM pack in the back. And I was like, oh, where's the RAM pack? And my dad's going, I don't know, I've got you the main bit. That's it. So, I was that wound up, I just was sick. Right? Just sick. I didn't feel sick or anything. I just was like, oh God, went to the sink, just sick. Because I was that on edge about it. I said, come on, we've got to get one. And my dad's like, Tandy's shut. We're not gonna get anything today. Ruined again, Christmas Day. That was after the year when my train set got blown up by our kid. The following year, no RAM pack. And now you ask me why don't I get good presents?
He's scarred. He just
I'm gonna die. Honestly, I'm gonna die. He's just being sick.
Yeah. There's no RAM pack. What?
Did you get to the bottom of it? Why wasn't there a RAM pack?
You have to buy them separate.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean I can't play Frogger?
Oh no.
So, wasn't there another incident when you threw up? Spontaneously threw up? Through sheer anxiety?
I do get it. It's not so much now because I've relaxed a bit, but as a kid I used to be quite on edge all the time with certain things.
Do you think that's what happened to your cat? The wind that kept being sick? That it didn't get the food it wanted and it just threw up? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
God, so they shaved it.
Yeah, but again, you see, the cat thing, I mean, it's mad. I was thinking about it the other day, right? I used to think I had quite a normal upbringing.
You didn't.
Right, and someone was talking about the cat.
Your mother once told you not to go to school because it was windy, Carl. It was not a normal upbringing.
The cat was being sick, so she shaved it, so it was easier to clean.
Right, well, my mum and dad went on holiday, right, and I stayed at the Rosses down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Only a kid, must have been about 5 or something, right? And, I was always running around in the house. I had a lot of energy as a kid. What the Rosses did, they had this cat that was dead violent, the most violent sort of angry cat I have ever witnessed.
A tiger.
It was honestly, Steve, if it was bigger, it would have been, because it was just always having a go at you.
Yeah.
If you went to pat it on the head, it went to bite you and stuff. And what they used to do with it, to stop me running around, I'd sort of be running around, and then I'd get a bit tired, and they'd say, have a lie down on the settee. So I'd lie down on the settee and I'd nod off. And what they used to do, I'd wake up and I'd put the cat on my belly. Right? So I'd be scared to move because it's like it's going to get me.
But it would keep you there.
It kept me there, and it used to sort of slaver on me, and they'd sort of, go out or whatever, and I'd be lying there. That's not normal, is it?
Carl, sorry, were you created by the Brothers Grimm for one of their fairy tales? What kind of a life is that?
A cat paperweight to keep Carl in place. He keeps blowing around. It's windy. We'll have to weigh him down. Be careful. Your mum probably told him that it's a windy day. You got to get something heavy on him, otherwise he just gets blown into the road. God
bless him.
Did I ever tell you about my Uncle Alf?
No.
He wasn't a proper uncle, right? But he was just one of my dad's mates and that. And he was getting on a bit. He must have been about, 60, which is pretty old when you're younger and that. And he was the same. He used to always wear a suit and that. But he was never in good nick. It was always like a rough suit, but it doesn't matter. He's still, making half the effort and that. Yeah. And he used to sleep in a dinghy. Right, Uncle Alf.
What? In his house?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, in a flat, he's in like a little bed set. Because he only had a little bed set, and he was into boats and stuff. So he had this
Two birds with one stone.
Had this little dinghy, had a little flat, thought, well, it's tight space and that. He had a dinghy as a bed, and he had 2 tellies, right? He had 2 tellies, one that the sound worked on, the other one only the vision worked. So if you wanted to watch a programme...
You had to turn both on.
Put them both on, like BBC One, turned one up, and watched the other one.
Wow. That's extraordinary.
From his dinghy?
Sat in his dinghy.
That is brilliant.
It was an inflatable dinghy, it wasn't like a wooden...
Yeah, an inflatable one, big inflatable
Did you ever go around and visit him?
Yeah, now and again.
Was it weird seeing a 60-year-old bloke in a suit, in a dinghy, inside, watching 2 tellies?
It's weird at the time, I thought.
Which of the TVs stopped working properly first? I mean, did he... let's say the sound went on one of them. Yeah. Did he carry on watching the other one, hoping that the other one was fine? Or
no, he went and got a new telly, and then the vision went on that, and he went, oh no. He went, hold on though.
Wait a minute.
I've got another telly in the wardrobe that I haven't used it. It must have been like that.
Yeah.
Wow, he sounds brilliant. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still around, yeah. I haven't seen him for years, but he used to...
was he married?
I think that's what happened. I think his wife passed away, and that's when he had all this... he had a boat. And it's like, oh, where am I going to put it in a bed sit? And it was like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sleep in that. So, yeah.
I wonder if he ever brought any women back. Just the idea of bringing them back, getting down to it. Shall we move into the bedroom?
Ahoy! Oh, that is fantastic. What were we talking about before? I was to tell you, the most complaints ever, the last Temptation of Christ.
I haven't seen it.
Was it Scorsese, isn't it?
It's Martin Scorsese, and I've bought the film actually recently because I was intrigued to see it, but I've not actually watched it. But from what I understand, the reason that it was so outrageous is because it has a whole sequence which shows what it would be like if Jesus had lived his life and not martyred himself on the cross, but lived his life as a human being, part of which is him having sex. And so I think that was chiefly what the outrage was, that it was showing this godly man to be, as human as he was supposedly, because he's supposed to be human as well. So that's the reason. That was the reason that there was complaints there. I don't know. I haven't seen the film.
Well,
I can't say.
You see him, do you?
You see him having sex, I think, yes.
Although it is an actor, Carl.
Yeah, it's not actually Jesus Christ.
It's not the real. It's not the real Robert Powell.
No,
it's an actor playing Robert Powell.
It's that, you see, sex on films and all that, right? When I was growing up, I'd be watching. No, I'm just saying an example of this, really, right? When I was growing up as a kid, and I'd be, watching films with my dad, right? He'd really be enjoying a film, right? And then a sex scene would happen.
Right.
And he'd go...
On film?
Or
just behind you?
In the film, a sex scene would happen.
Your brother up to his old tricks again.
And he'd get up and go make a cup of tea, right?
Right.
Typhoon? That he'd stolen from some sort of telephone box? 104.9.
That's the song, I think, that single-handedly keeps Shane McGowan in gin for another year.
It must do well, though.
But I'm sure it does.
I absolutely love it. I still love it. I saw it on Top of the Pops too. And it's just brilliant. I mean, he wasn't great at miming, but it didn't bother me.
It was miming to a different song, probably.
In his head. It was great.
I had a little visit in the week, Rick. I think you missed out. A little Christmas visit from, I know he's a friend of yours. He's a friend of He's a friend of the nation.
Go on.
TV illusionist Darren Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's bought a new pad. Yeah. And he just came around to tell me about it.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because...
Somewhere to keep his guns.
Exactly. And I can never know kind of how much, he's just playing with your mind, experimenting. But he was telling me about the place, and apparently...
Say he loves you?
he's got a B-day in the house. Now, we were discussing B-days because...
Never understood that.
I've never got my head around it. To this day...
He's not meant to.
Well, no. But I don't think I've ever met anyone who's used a B-day.
Oh, Darren Brown does. He's known as the cleanest arse in Modern Magic.
Yeah. I think, Rick, I was the subject of a Christmas con in the week.
What, you mean you bought something for £4, then saw it for £3.90 as you walked home?
That would make me livid.
Because I've seen you really livid.
I'm absolutely furious. When I bought my PlayStation, I saw I could get it for £5 cheaper down the road. I was absolutely
And
fuming.
you'd already walked to about 19 places, I remember.
Yeah.
I actually left you after about an hour.
Yeah. No, I do. I'm furious because I got to get a bargain. I hate feeling that I'm being ripped off.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, I'm loving online shopping. Oh, the savings I'm making, Rick.
Really?
It's crazy.
Really?
Getting 15, 20 quid off some things.
Is it really?
Oh, amazing.
But these things, I might point out, are like Jaguars and Mitsubishi cars.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's worth shopping round.
No, this was not so much a con. It was a con, but it wasn't so much one of those just a missed bargain.
Yeah.
Doorbell rings, answer it. It's a couple of girls. They must have been 13 or 14, maybe. Now, I've always had a problem with teenagers. I'm intimidated by teenagers.
In case they call you a dork or something.
Well, I mean, I told you before, I was walking down the street once, and there's two guys coming towards me. I mean, real losers. Do you know what I mean? Glasses, the spots, greasy hair. Do you know, really pathetic. And I was sniggering to myself. I was thinking, look at those losers. And as I passed them, I heard one of them look at me and say to his mate, look at that geek. I was furious. I was thinking, I'm allowed to call you a nerdlinger, but gee, I don't expect it back. I was really furious and upset. And so, as I say, these teenagers are at the door, and they were quite aggressive, quite aggressive girls. And they had a piece of A4 paper, and they went, "We're doing a sponsored thing." Yeah. But I didn't quite catch what it was they were doing that was sponsored. I think they sort of fudged it. They went, "We're doing a sponsor."
Oh yeah.
And I went, right. And they went, "Do you want to sponsor us?"
Boy, they picked on the wrong person.
I was a bit intimidated. I don't know why I said no. I was worried maybe it was part of some kind of, hidden camera show,
Yeah.
And so I said, yeah, all right, I'll sponsor you. So they handed me this form, and I always thought you were supposed to have quite an official-looking form for any sponsorship thing. But this was literally a piece of A4 torn out of a notepad.
It was the back of a Gareth Gates poster.
Exactly.
And, with some blue tack on it.
Yeah, well, and I looked at it, and I didn't really absorb it, but it had things like, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Smith, £5. Yeah. And then no one's actual address, just Finchley Road, nothing too specific. Yeah. So I wrote my name on and put down £3. Cause a lot of people were giving fivers, but I thought, I'm not made of money, it's Christmas. I've got to buy gifts and stuff.
So I gave him a fiver and asked for change.
Yeah. Well, I gave him £3. I said, I'll sponsor you for £3. Best of luck. And they went, can we have the money?
And I said, well, aren't you supposed to do the thing? And the woman the girl just looked at me, she just went, no. So I gave her £3.
But what difference does it make?
Well, I'm assuming, though, that it's not going to any charity. It's no sponsored thing at all.
But then, I'm not being funny. The charity that it's not going to, you wouldn't have given to it anyway.
It's true enough.
So all that's happened is you're £3 down.
I'm £3 down.
Yeah, but if it would have gone to charity, it'd be £3 down. The fact that it hasn't gone to charity doesn't matter because you wouldn't have given it to charity.
Yeah, but if it had gone to charity, Rick, I'd have felt a little bit superior, a little bit smug. That would have kept me going for another 6 months. Whereas now it's just gone to a couple of weeks off the street, who are scamming people, possibly old people, Rick, and that's who I feel sorry for. They've not got a great deal of money. That's why I'm not worried about myself. I've got a bit of cash. What about the old people?
Yeah. Although you are £3 down, which probably still hurts, doesn't it?
It's still stinging. That's why I just like to tell you now, get off my chest. It's
Merry Christmas.
Thing, yeah.
Just be careful.
If you're living up in North London, be careful. There's 2 girls that are going around. I expect, they might come to your door.
But they might
be wary.
Be genuine.
No, I don't think so.
No.
They were common. They were very common. Do you know what I mean?
Was the giveaway things like, Santa Claus had given £10,
exactly.
Tony Blair had given £1? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think you were conned, mate. Yeah. Right. Won't Get Fooled Again by The Who. Ian, I'm going to ask your expert opinion. Is that not one of the greatest rock songs of all time?
Yeah, if you'd have played the proper version of it.
I know, but it's 6.5 minutes, and we usually do, but we just thought, it's Christmas, people want to... but have more Jonah Louis.
Yeah, but we could have played like the full 8 minutes rather than making the show sound like strolling round to your local Asda with the Christmas songs with a little bit more racism.
That to me sounds like fighting talk. You want a rock challenge, Canfield. You can't handle the truth. The trouble with that song is, don't know about it could sound like he's saying something to do with bell ends.
Well, yeah.
What?
Heaven forbid.
What? You think he meant that?
Did he?
Probably.
No.
That's The Darkness on XFM 104.9.
Bellend.
Yeah.
What other rude words are there?
Cock.
Yeah, that is rude.
Yeah.
Especially at Christmas.
Especially at Christmas, yeah.
It's a time for families.
I know. Now listen, time for family. Now, Ian.
Yes.
Who is your fourth? We need a lead singer in this mega group, the monoliths of rock.
Who we got? Lemmy, Keith Richards.
We've got Keith Richards on guitar. We've got Lemmy on bass. Yeah. We've got Keith Moon on skins.
Right. Some terminology coming out there. Yeah.
Who's doing the Vox? Who's given Golden Tonsils Award?
Robert Plant.
He's gone for Plant. He's gone for Plant.
A lot of trap names there.
There is the group. The lineup is Moon, Lemmy, Richard, Plant. Okay. Now our competition, Steve. Name that group. Okay. What's the best, heaviest rock name ever?
Sure. This is obviously not a name that already exists.
No.
Okay.
My mate of mine came up with, I think it was Brain Hammer. which I like. Velvet Nazi 666.
Sure.
So we want the heaviest, most mental piece of death metal, headbanging, bleeding out your brains rock. Axe Attack. Okay.
Please welcome to the stage, Christ on a bike.
Please welcome to the stage. Oh, look at you.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would freak out the metalers.
Yeah. Cheeky.
Yeah.
Oh, now listen. They need a manager. They need someone who could introduce them. They need someone to stand astride them. Who is the leader now? Who is the king of all that rocks?
Well, it's obviously Tommy Vance, isn't it?
Do you know what worries me, Rick? We've said Vance a lot today. I'm wondering if people, the kids today, do they know Tommy Vance? Are they familiar with him?
If they don't know, they shouldn't be listening.
Okay. Fair enough.
So, Vance is their manager. He needs to, they're on at Wembley. He's got them on at Wembley. They're the greatest rock band of all time. We need the name. Please welcome to the stage. What are they called? Phone in, email in, and the prize, we're going to get some...
We'll rummage through the bins as Carl normally does.
Get some old tat like Carl does, some VHSs, some CDs, greatest air guitar ever.
Max.
Yeah.
Do we need to give out the numbers and stuff?
Well, can email,
don't
can't
get them to phone in. You don't want to talk to me, Ian, seriously.
No, you know when what's his name says to Agent Starling as she's going to meet Hannibal, don't let him inside your head. Yeah. Don't talk to the listeners, Ian.
Exactly, it's very much the same
Please
thing.
I'm
a bit concerned that my email's going to be besieged by people sending you links to how to clean out the B-Day.
Well, that's all right. But what's the most mental head bleeding, banging brain hammer operation this band can be called? Call in.
Rick, because it always amuses me. I know it's cruel to put you on the spot, but some of your former band names have always amused me.
Well, the worst. The worst one? Right, I'll just leave this.
Ricky's had a number of bands over the years. What was the
worst one? Ready? Get ready to play that record because I don't want any aftermath.
No, hang on, before you tell me, what was the one? Because these pictures of you, like when you were New Romantic, keep on being published.
That was Shauna dancing.
Yeah, but someone
that's pretty bad.
But someone told me they were like, "Oh, ask him about when he tried to be Bon Jovi." Can you imagine such a thing?
I know the name you're thinking of. Right, here we go. Play the record immediately. I say this. Ready? The Sacred Hearts. Play a record. Right? No. Go on.
Rick, as you know, there's always junk lying around in this studio, and not all of it is Rockbusters prizes.
No.
And there's, I've just been flipping
through the playlist.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just flipping through an old copy of the Guardian Guide from last week.
Sure.
You know, the little listings thing.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if people might have seen it. There was a documentary on this week about the transfer of British sitcoms to America.
Yeah.
And we did an interview for that because I'm remaking the show over in the States. I'm just flicking through and I noticed there's a little write-up about it here. And it says, blah, 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 and it says, quoting me, it says, "We don't care if David Brent becomes a woman," burbles Steve Merchant, eyes bulging with imagined riches. No, my eyes bulge normally. That's not me being greedy, that's just me.
The thing I did on it when I sort of like rub my fingers together and do that stupid Brent... People take that seriously.
I know.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary.
Oh, some people got it, but I think it was something in the paper the next day said Gervais's mannerisms could have been transferred as dollar signs. Well, I was doing it sarcastically. Exactly. I was doing it like that. I was pretending that I just cared about the money.
Yeah.
So, irony... You see, people say Americans don't get irony. Most people here don't get irony.
Absolutely right.
That's why they think this show's rubbish.
Yeah, I know.
We fooled them.
Yeah.
We've had the last laugh.
Exactly.
We think it's really good.
Exactly.
Carl, come on. Let's have some news. Let's do some proper radio. Have you? Although all your news comes from Ananover, doesn't it?
What will Dr. Fox do about now at 2 o'clock? He'd do some amusing news.
It's coming up for 2, and here is the news with Karl Pilkington.
Well, like I said, it's just headlines and that. I don't bother reading on if I like the headline.
And it's all from Ananover, not from a newspaper or...
It's not made up or anything. These are real
okay then. Well, let's see. Okay, imagine Trevor McDonald doing this.
These are real news headlines.
Okay then. Wow, they're real to Karl. Okay, here we go. And here is the news with Karl Pilkington. Bong.
Man hid in wardrobe to avoid work.
Yeah, good.
All right.
Bong.
Teenager gets stuck in washing machine.
Bong.
Bushman has 2 right feet.
Bong.
Cow hit by train lands on farmer's wife.
That is the real news to you, isn't it?
That's brilliant.
I was just thinking the cow flying through the air. Yeah. And the wife going, "Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh dear." Dutchman has 2 right feet.
Yeah, he's having some operation or something and...
They put the wrong foot on him?
He's got 2 right feet or something.
Well, maybe it was only a right foot that was available.
Good dancer.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, in real news, I followed that thing with it was that fella that got into the palace when Bush was there.
Right, an undercover journalist.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been a problem if he was a terrorist, but it's sort of like, and as the palace said, all our tests are to expose terrorists, not journalists.
Yeah.
I just think it was no big deal, really.
Yeah.
I think it was much more big a deal for the journalists than anyone else. It's like, all the journalists in the world can pop up as long as no terrorists get in.
Yeah.
We're all right.
Exactly.
Yeah. A bloke just got through a terrorist? No, an ice cream seller.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It was like they're waiting hand for thinking, I can't believe it, it's Baz Bammingboim from the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
And I think that's Gary Bushell. That's fine.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But it was just that all he did wrong, though, was just lied on his CV.
Well, I think he did.
But everyone lies on their CV.
Of course.
Of course, everyone gives references.
I don't think I've ever done a CV. I tried to lie. I did one once when I was at ULU and I was an events manager. I applied for a job at Radio 1 for events manager. Didn't even get an interview.
Yeah.
So I just stopped the CV lark.
Sure.
And I just, you know.
The one knocked back and that was
exactly.
it.
Exactly. No, yeah. So,
you've lied on your CV, have you, Carl?
Yeah, loads.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's like someone from Little Britain. Yeah, no. Yeah, loads. Yeah, go on. Come on.
There was one when, there was a job going at Granada. In fact, this isn't even lying, and I still didn't get the job.
Go
right?
on.
But,
well, you don't get a job just because you don't lie. It's not, have you lied? No, you got the job.
Yeah.
No, but there was they ask you loads of stuff, don't they, that you think, well, that's got nothing to do with the job. I don't know why you're bothering me, asking me certain stuff, right?
Qualifications, things like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But, well, it was languages.
Yeah.
Right?
What did it say?
It just said, you know, put your name, put your address, languages, right? And,
what? Oh, yeah. You don't speak any other languages, do you?
Well, I just thought English, quite good.
You didn't?
No, I did. Honestly, asked Suzanne.
I think you told me this before. Did you really put English quite good?
Yeah, honest to God. Didn't hear back.
Well, you know what they meant now. That you know what your error was, don't you?
Are
you fluent in French, German, Chinese?
Yeah, but I didn't want them to think I've got loads of big words and that. Do you know what I mean? Well, I don't use loads of big words and stuff.
No, they meant,
no
do
point.
you speak any other languages?
It's any other languages, Carl, not the one.
They assume that you can speak English because you're filling out a form.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's like language is none. They assume you can speak something, and they'd probably think it was English. And to put quite good when you are English.
Yeah.
English is your first language, yeah, I'm quite good at it. I see your point, though.
It's true, though, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not sure quite good is accurate.
No, poor. English,
weak.
Poor. Weak. You didn't get the interview, no? What did Suzanne say when you told her you'd put that?
She just laughed. It was too late. It was too late to do anything.
How's her hair? Don't talk about it?
She's off today, so...
It's alright, is it? Oh, she's listening, you mean?
She's at home today.
But it's probably alright now, isn't it? Because a bad hair day, it doesn't last.
It'll be nice. It'll be nice, not today.
You're scared of her, aren't you?
No. I mean, I don't want to...
You've learned your lesson that, you know, you can't talk about people like that because it upsets them.
Well, plus I can't do it all now because we're doing Pulp Fiction later and it sort of involves her head. So...
Brilliant.
So
excellent. There's me thinking that you're being considerate. Yeah. All worried about...
Where's the one?
Oh! What? Not like the Shadow that got fed up and started pushing kids off bikes?
Rick, I think you're referring to stuff that no one made sense of last week.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we should refer to last week.
Let's play Mock Turtles, Can You Dig It? And then we'll come back and we'll talk about that.
And
I've come to the conclusion, Rick, we should never refer to stuff Carl said in the past, because it would just take too long to explain.
Okay, alright, that's fair enough.
Foo Fighters. All my life on XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant, and of course Karl Pilkington. Ooh, have we got a show for you today?
What have we got planned?
Loads of stuff, and 2 hours of it.
Right.
And all the records.
Well, specifically, what sort of stuff have you planned for us? Because I know you've been working hard.
What have you done?
Well, you know, I've been busy this week. I've been house hunting, I've various things, but I know you've had the whole week off.
Right.
So what have you been up to, mate?
Come on, Karl, tell them what we've got. Tell them what we've planned, all the stuff you've done.
What have you got?
But Rick, specifically, what have you come up with? Quick, because people are getting bored. Tell us what
I've come up with the music.
Right. Obviously we've already planned that. We planned that last week, so that's all done. But what have you yourself contributed to today's show?
I got a text message today from Ross Noble. You know Ross Noble, the comedian. It was on. Have I got news for you?
Right.
He says, ask Karl if he woke up with ladies' boobs, would he just put a dress on and live as a lady, or would he just be a man but with these boobs?
Carl, it's a good question. I know that happened to Ross, so he's throwing that one out at you.
It did in a way, because he ate pizzas for a year, didn't he?
Yes, he did, yeah.
And he got a lovely pair of breasts. Yeah. Go on.
Probably just find a loose-fitting jumper, go to the doctor's.
What would you say to the doctor? How would you explain this phenomenon to the doctor? So you'd be happy with this because you believe in shite, like
no.
Go on.
But it can happen because I told you a couple of weeks ago how it can happen. How you can wake up with breasts if you're a fella. I told you.
Go on.
Haven't you remembered?
No, funny that, isn't it? Go on.
Have you, Steve?
No, I don't remember this. Did you tell us on air?
Yeah. It can happen if you go to Argentina and have a steak. You can wake up with breasts. Because Because
I'm sure I'd have remembered
Carl,
that.
pull the other one. Look, he likes that. He likes that.
Is that what you've come up with this week? That joke?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Play a record. It's going to be a dynamite show.
Listen, look, I'm going to play some classic tunes today. I'm going to educate the youngsters, Steve. Right, now, you've all heard of Lou Reed, you've all heard of Velvet Underground, but, you know, have you heard of Venus in Furs, Carl?
Shiny, shiny, shiny boots of leather.
Oh, one need very hot chilies there.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
The Zephyr song, Red Hot Chili Peppers on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Stephen Merchant. And
hello there.
Over there, little Karl Pilkington.
Indeed.
See the write-up in Heat this week?
No, is it good stuff?
Basically Carl's show.
Yes.
Which is fair enough.
No, I mean, he's the only one doing any work.
I know.
He's the only one contributing.
We thought no one had noticed, but Heat were on it straight away.
Yeah.
They picked out, I read it to him over the phone. It said, 2 hours of, like music and everything, right? Karl Pilkington, he does Educating Ricky, a strand where he educates Ricky, and Rockbusters, which is loosely based on Blockbusters. It says, you know, basically you'll be tuning in for that. And I read that to Karl and he went, oh. And I was going to drop it.
You weren't, were you, Carl?
So he believed the hype. He believed the hype.
Yeah, I think you've got to, I mean, it's like...
You've got to mix it up, is what you're saying. Keep it fresh.
A lot of people are saying to you at the moment, are you going to do another series of The Office? It's kind of like that. I've got to decide whether it's right to move on with it or do something different.
Is it dead in the water? Yeah. So what's your decision? I mean, maybe, are you...
We'll probably keep it for this week.
Sure.
And see how it goes.
Okay. You've got anything else on the back burner? Any other ideas?
Nothing.
You're
I'm still sort of. Do you know I came up with a load of game items?
Well, I remember there was one that was based on fast food.
There was, the rice is right.
The rice is right. Now, just run the rules past me again. We had to identify whether it was a Chinese meal,
rice or steamed rice. Well,
either.
Basically, it was a Chinese restaurant or an Indian restaurant.
But is it true that you played this at home with your girlfriend and it was clear you could always tell which was which? Because one had an Indian sounding thing and the other was Chinese sounding.
No, I managed to, it did work once. I managed to pick some sort of duck dish that sounded a bit Indian.
Right.
But then
it wasn't Bombay duck, was it? Which is actually a piece of fish. You don't know. He wouldn't let me put, you know, that whipped cream in the fridge.
I saw that. I thought that's fun.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me put it on him with shaving foam.
Oh.
Yeah, but every week we have this. Do you know the other week, Steve? I didn't tell you this, right? He comes in straight away. You know, I'm trying to talk about sorting the show out, what we're going to do, how we're going to keep it good for 2 hours and that. Grabs a pen, he says, let me draw 666 on your head.
Because you can see the scalp.
Carl, seriously? I said, don't do that. He goes, all right, then how about we meet halfway, put 333. Every week it's the same thing.
But I quite like the cream. Did you get any cream on him at all?
No.
Is it the spray cream in a tube?
Yeah, he said no.
Carl, can I just make some, just spray on some glasses? Just some round glasses on your face.
Father Christmas!
Hello.
It's nearly Christmas, hello!
Come on, it is Ricky Gervais' show.
Yeah, should we play a record and then come back to this mayhem?
This crazy mayhem?
Yeah.
Foo Fighters. All My Life on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Indeed.
Genius Karl Pilkington, as Heat magazine said.
Really? Is that what he's referred to now?
Yeah. Genius. Saying about people tune in just to hear his games, such as Educating Ricky. Have you got some Educating Ricky for me?
Got some education.
I need some education, Karl. I desperately need some education. I want to learn about Chinese kids that are born hairier than average. I want to hear about deaf girls that can hear after their mum hits their head against a wall. These are the things I need to know.
I mean, I don't wish to be disrespectful. He doesn't look like a genius.
He doesn't look like a genius.
But then I don't know what a genius looks like.
Exactly.
So,
Steve.
you know, I don't want to be an
Look at Einstein.
Yeah.
His mum thought he was mental as a child.
Where'd you get that information from?
That was in the Einstein book.
Well, it was in the Einstein book, then it's presumably true.
Which Einstein book is that? His Theory of Relativity?
The big book of Einstein stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the big bumper book of Einstein stuff. It's for a coach trip, and you have to fill in E equals MC1 squared, 2 fish, or 3 hello, and then it's multiple choice, and you fill it. It's great. Did
his mum think, A, he was a genius, B, mental?
Most people go for A, but it is in fact B. She thought he was mental at the age of 28. Oh, Karl, you never let me down. You never let me down. So have you got Educating Ricky for me?
We've got Educating Ricky coming up.
We've got Rockbusters.
We've got Rockbusters.
Great
as seen and talked about in Heat.
In Heat magazine.
It's got really tough this week now. We're not messing about anymore.
Right. XFM, 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
As ever, Rick, there's always someone who steps in to defend Karl.
Okay, what is the defence? What is the defence?
Here's an email from Scott Coomer. He says, Karl is actually right. I've got an A-level in statistics and probability. It doesn't matter how long they have and how many monkeys you have. You cannot guarantee they would type the complete works of Shakespeare. Infinity makes it probable they would get it right, but not definite.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
No, you weren't saying, Karl. You don't understand it. Infinity sort of sorts it out. That if they do anything, they'll nearly do everything, won't they?
No, I mean, they'll give it a good shot.
No, that's not the point. But the
I'd
point
be surprised if they did one page right.
Right, listen, it's not to do with consciousness. It's not to do with them aiming.
They are just bashing away at the keyboard.
It's like they're used to show that there isn't consciousness. They chose the chimpanzee because it can type, presumably, hit the keyboard.
It's because they hadn't come across you at the time.
Yeah. It's to take out thought out of it. It's to take out reason and trying, right? It's just random. They're saying that if you typed enough things, if the computer was left typing everything, if you left it for an infinite amount of time, and they chose Shakespeare because there is meaning behind it, and it's difficult to get it exactly right, to show you that Infinity would come up with it's not just Shakespeare, it's every novel. It's everything.
Fairly eloquent there from Gervais. A quick riposte, please, from Karl Pilkington.
No, I'm just saying, what I don't understand, if it hasn't read it, then how does it know where it's going?
Listen, right, listen, right, Can I just explain to people, right? Some people have said, why are you cruel to Karl? He drives me mental with things like that. What do you mean,
Can I just, let me just take a breather for a
How do I do your editing?
He keeps coming in the week. You know that I work here properly, in the week, don't I? Yeah, I've got a proper job,
Yeah.
Should be 9 to 5, but I normally get in at about 8 o'clock and work.
A lot of people get in at 8 o'clock.
Working hard, trying to do my job. 3 times this week, I've been rushing around. I walked past my little studio. He's sat in there, all right? Now, because I've got this sort of job, I can get away with it. I said to him, if I was a doctor, would he keep coming to me practice?
If you were a doctor, there'd be severe problems with the NHS.
Imagine that.
The standards would have lowered so much if you can arrive at the hospital, you're a doctor.
We'll pop in, I'll go to lunch, don't we? We have a little lunch break, don't we? I go, come on, let's go now. He goes, I'm busy. I go, come on, let's go now. He's going, you're doing me head in.
Well, when I was talking about the monkey conundrum with Karl, he said to me, right, if I had a day off work, and I was, say, watching the TV, and with one hand I was typing a typewriter, would I type Shakespeare? I mean...
Yeah, but you see, there's certain things. We were talking a little bit about this stuff the other week, weren't we, when we said you were going on about Einstein, and I said he's not that good. E equals MC squared. It sounds good, but I've never used it and that. Right?
I've never used it! You haven't used 2 and 2 equals 4, Karl!
The fella with an apple fell on his head. It could have been anyone sat under that tree. Do you know what I mean? It's just annoying.
Lucky. And Newton gets all the credit for his laws of the universe.
Well, other people were working whilst he was having a lunch break under the tree. So in a way, it's like he didn't deserve to have that success story.
Again, forget the apple and the tree and whether he was sitting down having a lunch break. It's totally irrelevant.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's certain things that will just happen. It's like, I think we were talking when we were out eating the other week. We were talking about Noel Gallagher.
Well, this is the reason the monkey discussion came up, right? Noel Gallagher...
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Rick, I don't want to misquote Noel.
I'm like Herbert Lom in Clouseau. I'm going to get a twitch whenever he opens his mouth. I don't know where to start with some of his statements.
Well, as I say, this discussion began because we were talking about a quote that Noel Gallagher supposedly gave. Now, I don't want to misquote Gallagher, but the gist of it was that he said, had I... written Wonderwall or whatever, instead of the Beatles writing Strawberry Fields or whatever, I'd be the one that was considered the great songwriter and it wouldn't be the Beatles. It's just the fact that they came first that meant that they get all the credit as being the greatest band.
I don't know where to start with that statement either.
I mean, that's Gallagher's thing and he's, well, whatever. We know what we think of that. What was your point, Karl? You agreed with him, didn't you?
Yeah, I reckon, right? Do you know we've talked about putting a baby in a room before and it'll know what colour it is and stuff? If you got a room that's painted red... Right, but forget that, because that's going to confuse
Hear him out.
Listen to me. Say if they did some new TV show, right? Like, what's that film with Jim Carrey in where The
Truman Show.
The Truman Show, right? So they make up a little room, and some woman has some kids, and you say, right, let's put the kids in this room, and they don't know what's going on outside. They don't know anything about, like, EastEnders and that. It's like their little world, right? They don't know anything that's gone on.
How could a child survive without EastEnders?
Right, listen. So you sat in the room, right? And then when they're all asleep, right,
wait for this bit.
Someone
have you heard this?
Yeah,
bit?
wait for this bit. They're all in a room.
Yeah.
They're asleep.
Yeah.
Someone pops in, puts a guitar next to the bed, right? Nips off out again. They wake up in the morning, and one of them goes, "What's this?" They don't even know it's a guitar because they've never seen one, right?
They're talking English, though.
Yeah.
We just left guitar out of the vocabulary.
Right, so...
There's plenty more to come.
So, one of them will pick it up, and they'll go, "I don't know what it is," and they'll start strumming. They'll go, "That sounds good, doesn't it?" Give them a few weeks, they could come up with Hey Jude. Whereas, typing Shakespeare, a monkey that can't even spell...
I see that. He always sort of puts in a curveball. You tell him something, and the question comes back that you never could have expected. When I told him that story about the monkey who'd run away because he had an argument with his father, he said, "What was it about?" Yeah. No one in the world thinks that. No one in the world would ask that question.
The leech thing, do you know how you said... Show the leech the way to its better food, whatever it's eating or whatever, in the maze, right?
Yeah.
It makes its way, right? It eats the cheese or whatever. Right? Blood, right? And then you give it...
Everything's a cartoon with Carl as well, isn't it? Everything is a cartoon.
It's a leech with a little hat and a little baby bell at one end.
But what happens if you got another one and move the bit of blood, right? So, feed those two leeches to one, then is it going to get confused, or... Do you know what I mean? Which way will it go if it's eaten two leeches that have done two different ways?
Yeah.
Is it sort of stressed out?
I don't know. It probably knows both routes. It probably goes, "Well, there's one over here. Oh, there's one over here as well. I'm happy. I've had two for the price of one.
Right,
and I'm full of leeches."
Then what's the best that can happen for?
What are you talking about? What do you want out of me?
Because I'm just saying, if by doing that, they can go, right, we can do this. We're humans.
What do you mean? What do you mean in the name of Christ? What do you mean?
All I'm saying is, what's the point in doing it?
Think. What do you mean?
If you could do it with humans, I'd say...
But what? Right, Carl, think about what you're saying, man.
Yeah, I'm saying...
If you could do it with humans, do what with humans?
Say if Einstein, right, didn't do all that maths that he did, right? Say if he got to E equals and then he died. Squash his brain, give it to someone else, say, right, eat that. And they go, right, it's E equals MC squared, isn't it? What I'm saying is...
But they wouldn't. They'd go, E equals... Oh. Wouldn't they? If it was chemical memory, they go, "Oh, E equals..." Oh, yeah, same as Einstein said. Yeah, I just ate his brain. What am I saying? What have you made? Carl, think what you're saying. It's unbelievable. The thing is, right, you are what a scientist does. You just keep saying why and what and why and what. But nothing's ever enough for you, which is good. It's nice to have an insatiable...
I get annoyed with all the amount of time and effort that's put into stuff that's useless. What's the next stage to squashing that leech? If it's not going anywhere, forget it, work on something else. It's the same way in some science magazine I was reading about, is there anything smaller than a quantum electron or something?
Yeah.
It's like, if it's not getting in the way, don't worry about it. Why are they worrying about things we can't see?
If you blended up Carl's brain and fed it to someone, would it make any difference? They wouldn't even notice, would they? You
fed it to a leech, and the leech would go, "Oh, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what... Where was I going?"
I'm even more confused.
I don't know. Foo Fighters, Best of You on XFM 104.9. All right, Carl, you calm down now about science.
It just does me head in, a lot of this stuff. I think I would have been better off sort of growing up in the 1940s or something.
Why?
Well, there isn't as much science going on. People just live, don't they, for the moment.
So
you know what I mean?
But what if you'd had to go to war?
What? Alright, maybe 1945, then I'd be happier. Just after the war. Just that bit after the war and before they started messing about.
What year would you want to be born?
When was the war over?
45.
Right. 46, then.
But there's rationing for another 10 years.
56, then.
But there's a lot of science going on.
Oh, forget it. It just annoys me, all the messing about. They're always messing about with stuff, and I sometimes think, is it doing any good? Is what I mean. Mouse with ears, mouse with monkey's testicles. They're messing about with a mammoth now.
Go on.
Well, they're just saying, well, they're managing to knock one together. And you just think, some scientist somewhere.
Andy.
No, but it's just, we've done it before about the do we need them thing. The amount of creatures and insects and that are knocking about. You've got that caterpillar that I mentioned walking about, it doesn't know where it's going. Get rid of them. The mammoth. The world's busy enough. It's crowded. It's overcrowded now. How much room are they going to take up? Do you know what I mean?
Why are they doing it, Carl? Do you know? All you know is they're trying to muck around with them.
Because they can, because that's all it is, isn't it? Because they can. They're messing about. Someone's being paid to do stuff.
What else are we here for? If not to try stuff out? What else are we here for?
What do you mean?
Well, what are we here for?
Just to enjoy life, isn't it?
Well, some scientists enjoy knocking a mammoth together.
No, but don't worry about the mammoth. It died out. Maybe it died out for a reason. Why didn't Noah save it if it was important?
Because Noah, what do you mean? Noah's not true, is it?
Well, I don't know. There might have been some truth in it.
What truth in it? That he put 2 of every animal that existed into an ark. How big was this then? Why didn't they eat each other?
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying.
Imagine the noise, Carl.
Yeah.
No,
trying to get a bit of kit there.
There's points to that where I go, that didn't happen, because where could he have been where there was a hamster and an elephant and a crocodile? Where was he? Do you know what I mean?
But none of it's true. What bit do you believe?
What do you mean?
It got a bit wet.
What are we talking about? The mammoth or the...
No. What is up with you?
No, it's just that
seriously, have you got brain damage?
No, it's just that we had a lot of topics going on there. I just don't know which...
we were talking about Noah. And then you suddenly go, I know where did we... What? The mammoth or Noah? What? What you did, none of it's true. What? Think of it. Oh, God. Think of the first thing. Build an ark. All right.
Could I just clarify, what's an ark?
It's a big boat thing.
Right. I've never had any experience of carpentry.
Just build a big boat thing.
But I don't make...
Just have a go. Don't worry, you'll be all right. I'll make sure it's all right.
But once I built that, how big should I build it? What am I...
Very big. It needs every animal. 2 of every animal. Go on. Every animal.
The boat building, fair enough.
I told you to make it big.
Right.
Don't worry about the fish. They can swim.
Okay, but so
what's all the birds. Get the flightless ones, though. They're drowned. Get the flightless ones. They would not the penguins. They're flightless, but they can swim. But all other animals...
I should be writing this down.
Why? Wouldn't you have took that opportunity to go, right, forget the, whatever. Man, the jellyfish didn't need to get in it, did it? But there's other animals where you can...
We don't need to be here. No. Because Karl is actually having a little argument with his own head. It's like, you remember that comic strip, The Numbskulls?
Yeah.
Where there's loads of people in there doing different stuff, that he can hear them.
Yeah.
And sometimes his own mind puts him off.
Yeah.
Like just then, he has an argument with himself and it puts him off. Right, what's your question?
I'm just saying, don't mess about with a mammoth.
Whoa.
Good.
Okay.
Well, what a platform. It's good. We've got a radio show, got our own radio show. People are spending money to advertise it. People are actually bothering to listen. And the words of wisdom coming out of your mouth is don't mess around with a mammoth.
Brilliant.
Great.
No, but just going back to...
You sound just like Bob Geldof.
I can't be bothered with this.
He's trying to say...
What can't you be bothered with?
Just because I think I've got a good point.
What? Don't mess around with a mammoth?
That's not a point.
Don't put your daughter on the stage, missing word. What are you talking about?
It's just that I think there's too many animals knocking about.
Well, have I ever... This is probably the most embarrassing of those entrance stories.
Yeah.
I was down in South London once, went down to some party that was taking place in some kind of swanky bar, where there was a doorman on the front and a charge. I think it was something mental, like a tenner to go in. It was crazy. It was ludicrous. I don't know what I was doing down there. And I was in the queue.
We'll establish what you mean by swanky later, because that could be...
And it was
It was a posh place.
Was it?
And so there's a queue outside, and there was one of these doormen who thought it was like kind of Studio 54. He was like sort of, choosing people who could come in. Yeah, you two come in now. And I've been there for ages, obviously.
Oh,
I was on my own because I got there late.
And clogs.
Exactly.
You thought, I've dressed up for this.
And there were these two girls next to me. I'm thinking, if I'm in a queue, I've told you before, if I'm in a queue and if I'm stuck with two girls, I'm thinking, what a great opportunity, use the old merchant charm. Yeah. And so I'm there, and I'm sort of thinking, I kind of give them a nod or whatever, a wink.
Yeah.
And they're loving it.
Yeah. They moved to the back.
They're putty in my hands, Rick, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, to really seal this off, I'll get us in. Like, I'll sort of skip the queue. So the guy sort of coming along, he's picking people off, the doorman, and I just grabbed him. like that. And I said it so everyone could hear. Right? And I thought this was brilliant. I said to him, how much is it? He went, 10 quid. I went, I'll give you 7. That was my bribe. I'll give you 7. That's the whole £3. No, that can't be right.
No.
He must have said a £5, and I said, I'll give you 7.
Yeah.
That makes more sense, doesn't it?
That's giving him a £2 incentive.
A £2 incentive.
That's it. I'll give you 7, you can make up the 10.
Exactly.
You can, if you let me in, you can put in 3 yourself, mate. That never works, does it?
He said to me, I can't be bothered, I'm just gonna have a kip, I think. I'm so tired.
Was it percentages that put you off?
That frazzled me initially.
I mean, it's a funny anecdote when you're giving him £2.
Yeah.
It's even funnier when you're getting him
when
to
he's
put up
paying
stuff.
me as well.
Oh, I love it. Right, we're gonna play a record, then we're really gonna concentrate. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais Show.
Steve Merchant's also involved. Go to bed now.
Oh.